regular thing. Hi, guys. All right. So, who wants to recap what happened last session?
Well, I seem to
Followed Carl back to his people.
Yeah. I seem to recall that they don't have air. But they pointed us in the direction of the deep, dark place where we are definitely going to die. But supposedly there's the other half of the ship. And we got some stuff from them, but they gave us what they could to help us on our journey. Anything that I'm missing, guys? I have such a bad memory.
Yeah, I was
I
feeling
mean-
that.
I remember we went back the way we came from, and then we were like, damn, we just wasted like 7 hours for nothing.
Right.
Oh, we're getting really, really low on air. We might die this session just because of that.
Yeah, there's that. That's
Oh.
always fun.
We also learned that apparently the person that busted us out of prison is a time traveler from another dimension. Which is maybe a bit too...
Yeah, something about a stone or something, so we need to avoid rocks.
Yeah, oh.
But ravens like rocks.
Yeah. There was also... You guys had to deal with some of the brine dwellers creeping up on you. You guys heard a call that every once in a while came out from, like, behind you guys in the direction you guys were going. Ikna got possessed, but you guys were able to stop her in her tracks, and then Kree had a vision, which is how you learned a lot of what you guys found out about X. You guys made your way up. You guys talked to the Coral Men and their High Acolyte. You guys were able to gather up some supplies from them, but they weren't as useful as you guys were hoping. So the High Acolyte suspected that Sybil, who is Koat's father,
Carl.
like, envisioned, or at least believed, the other part of the ship, or structure as they call it, had fallen into the brine depths. What the brine depths are, you guys have not seen it, but they said that it is toxic to go in there. That they cannot traverse it because it eats away their polyps if they were to step into it. But the High Acolyte has faith in you guys. You guys have convinced them that you might be able to take care of this creature Three Eyes. And he lets you guys go with 4 of his wardens, which are like scouts who can get you guys through the coral forest towards the brine depths as fast as they can. But you guys haven't seen it. You guys don't know the distance to the brine depths, which is a big exclamation mark. And, well, there's nothing for it but to do it. So, you guys are walking and trudging through the silt and going more and more downhill. Emrian, do you still have your sea invisibility up? I don't remember how long that lasts.
They last an hour, so no.
So no. Okay. Well, you guys keep trudging down. Go ahead and roll perception checks. Damn. You guys are gonna smoke anything if you guys keep rolling like that. So, you guys keep walking down, and you're not seeing any of that weird silt movement that you guys were seeing when the Brine dwellers were stalking you. You guys aren't seeing any of that. It looks too serene. It looks like they're just not here anymore. You guys eventually pass the living coral and make your way down into the dead part of the coral forest. And you guys walk and walk and walk until it is time to rest. You guys are guided by the wardens to come to a point, like this alcove, where there's 2 points where you can be attacked from, right? To the right, to the left. And they're kind of pointing inside and trying to usher you into the alcove.
Okay, very well. We shall go into the. Well, I shall go into the alcove.
Yeah, I will as well.
Yep, we go in.
Yep, Basidian, everybody else, they all start going into the alcove. And you see that these creatures, like, embed themselves into the coral stalks. So they stick out like a sore thumb because it's like white coral and then living coral in this one space, and then it continues on to more dead coral. But that is where they are. They are on the outside of the alcove. What do you guys do while you guys are inside?
I will ask the wardens what their plan is. Since I speak their language. Awkward.
Yep.
We wait to rest. When we are ready, we will leave. Okay. So he thinks we should just rest in here.
well, who am I to argue?
Yeah, I
Unless,
guess.
of course, we suffocate in our sleep.
I'll drop the dome.
Okay.
Ritually.
Oh, free house.
Well, at least we have a couple air bubbles in case. But I'm gonna pull out an air bubble whenever I go to sleep, Travis, just to have next to me in case we do run out of air in the middle of the night.
Okay. So most of you start clambering inside. A few, like Basidian, of course, can't enter while you guys are in there, just because he's too big. Catalyst is gonna wait, continue to do what he does best, which is keep watch and doesn't need to worry about sleep. And what watches are you guys taking, if any?
Do the wardens sleep? I'll ask him. Or how often they sleep.
What is sleep? Is this sleep you speak of?
Yeah, we probably should still keep watches. Okay. He says we sleep, but we sleep lightly.
In that case, I'll take first watch and split it up from there.
Yeah, I'll take second.
Okay. Order.
I'll take third.
Third. I'll take fourth
One.
then.
Okay. September was on first. Emrian was on fourth. Okay, does that look right? This is September 1st, Kree second, Iron Star third, and Emrian fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. Alright, so the upside to the tiny hut is that nobody can see in, but you guys can see out. So you guys have just been chilling inside this hut, just looking out, making sure nobody's seeing, like nobody's losing their mind, nobody's moving, nothing like that. And, well, Mr. September, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Alright. you hear like calling out in the distance, like.
Well, that is disturbing. It's disturbing every time I hear it. I'll tell my colleagues about that sound when Kree goes to do his watch. I'll let him know what I've heard, and that usually is when whoever is recalling their people, the stalkers. So that might not be a bad thing for the time being.
Okay. So, aside from that, your first watch passes uneventfully. You wake up Kree, you let him know that there was a sound that happened, and Kree goes on with his watch. Kree, you're sitting there and you're feeling hot.
Hot.
Yeah, like if you wore 3 too many sweaters. Like
I'm sweating.
He's a turtle.
Yeah.
He can't wear sweaters.
just really hot.
Am I inside the room or outside?
You're inside the dome, so it's supposed to be like room temperature in there. So not too hot, not too cold, but you're just feeling hot.
All right. That's interesting. I'm gonna step outside, I guess, because it's colder out there. I guess that's what I would do.
Okay. So you step out, and yeah, then the temperature starts dropping. And have you ever been like too hot and too cold at the same time? Like when you're sick?
Right. Yeah.
It's
You're
called
getting
trying
that
to
feeling.
sleep.
You're just like, yeah, that same feeling where you're just like, it's too cold, too hot, too cold.
It's like, it's
And
too
you
cold.
just
I cover up.
Can't get comfortable.
Hmm. That's
And
really
then-
fucking weird.
You stepped outside, and Vicidian says, "What's that on your shell?" It's
What? Okay.
glowing.
Glowing.
That eye on your shell is glowing.
I don't know if that's good or
Now I just
bad.
imagine him trying to turn around to look at it, but he's a giant. He's a turtle, so he can't. He's like,
Exactly. So I don't even know.
As soon as you say, "I don't know if that's good," and then your shell lights on fire. And it's like this bright blue cerulean flame. And like a beam shoots out into the alcove. And you guys, everybody inside, can hear it. Because it's just this loud that comes straight from his shell. And it's like boiling the water outside. So Vicidian's backing up. So there's just bubbles that are starting to rise up to the top of the alcove. And
Hey, wait, bubbles means air. Yes.
I mean, it's steam, but sure.
It's just hot air.
You guys start to see like a person being like formed in this flame, and like the flame is creating like a bubble to protect it from the water. So, what do you guys do?
God
Well-
damn it. First mouth babies, now back babies. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, Mr. September is going to manifest his blades.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to channel to Alioth and ask him what's going on. You know, because I don't know what else to do.
God, I'm on fire.
Yeah,
Why?
like what is happening? Your symbol on me is not doing well.
All right. So, Astra, I sent you a message. What is your response?
Am I having a baby?
What was your response? I completely missed it if you said it. Oh, you're muted.
Oh, I am friendly.
So what do you guys do? You guys hear that as Vicidian says... He says that he's friendly, and then he says exactly, in this person's tone of voice, what he said.
Yeah, well, you'd have to excuse me for being a little bit suspicious.
I don't blame you. He says, like, tapping himself all around.
Well, that
Alright.
was
think
Last time one of these lot birthed a random creature that attacked us.
Well,
Am I still on fire?
yeah, Kree, your shell, it's slowly the fire on it is slowly starting to dim, and this ray is forming like an accretion disk, and it is like weakening around this person. So, if you don't do anything, eventually this accretion disk will go away, and this barrier that's protecting him will collapse.
Okay, so what would I don't really know what to do with it.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Uh-huh.
So you hear Vicidian say, should we save him or should we not save him?
I would say
I have a
save.
question. Are we alive or are we dead?
I would say save him.
Alright. So, you guys
We're
see,
alive. I don't know about you.
you see like an air bubble start to form around or this person, right? And the like flaming part of the shell slowly dims and fades until the shell is just the glowing eye, and then it fades away into nothing. And there is this person standing here, much more visible now that, he wasn't covered in flame. What does this person look like? What does Astra look like?
Astra would be around like 6'1", long violet hair, a soft face but like sharp features, like sharp eyes, and they would be wearing a pair of glasses. They would be wearing a vest, but it's like a coat type vest, like something a professor would wear. And they would have like a nice pair of dress pants, like black dress pants. He would also probably have on an earring, and if you look closer to his hair, you would see like stars throughout his hair.
Okay.
Is this some kind of companion of yours? And I'm just gonna look at Kree through the dome.
I have no
Congratulations,
idea.
it's a boy.
Well, I'll say
I
this,
feel
at
like
least...
he would have more information than me. I have no idea.
I thought I died.
Well, I'll say this, at least he has
Well-
some fashion sense.
Well, you're not far from it, lad.
Yeah, you're at the bottom of an ocean.
Oh, great. You know, I was running away from a cult, then this giant eye looked down at me. I think it was the eye they were worshipping, and then I was burned alive. And now I'm here in the bottom of the ocean. Wow. I go from being burned alive to basically drowned.
Oh, Alioth chose you. Interesting.
What does that mean?
Well,
Nothing.
Okay.
I mean, we can't
said, like,
really
leading.
lead with nothing. What is that eye on your back? If you can do that.
Do I notice the eye on his back?
I would say probably not, because I have a feeling that Kree's like looking at you, trying to talk to you, right? So
It's just
Okay.
the emblem of the god I worship.
It looks...
How to get there? I'm assuming you didn't somehow put it there yourself.
I was chosen. It's just what's happened when you get chosen by this god. The way it works.
Ah,
what is
he-
the name of the god, by any chance? Just curious.
His name's Alioth.
Indelia.
Alioth. Alioth.
Ilia.
Astaroth.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's
Can I
the
do
god the cult was worshipping.
a religion check to you? Have I heard of Alior?
Go ahead and roll me a religion check.
Ooh. I will guidance myself if applicable.
Oh, of course, he rolls hella high.
23.
There you go.
What's it called? Astra looks up, notices the nothing but deep blue, looks at them. I'm now recalling that you guys said that we're under the ocean.
Also, there's literally a giant, like, tentacle eyeball thing to the side of us.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
miles
He
in this
like
ocean.
flinches and look over. Where?
So as you can tell, you are not the strangest thing we've seen today.
Yeah. This thing.
Oh, what the hell is that?
My
That's
name
right.
is Vasidian.
He's our friend.
He's your new
He
best
gets
friend.
closer and he starts like walking around it, like investigating it.
Yeah, the eyes follow
He's-
you and like look in different directions, like getting all your angles.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think Astra has seen anything like this before.
No, he wouldn't have.
He's the
Oh.
reason we are all alive.
Well, then I'm grateful because that means he's also the reason why I'm alive. Now I have a question. How are you all breathing? How are we breathing if we're under the ocean?
We point to the eye man.
Yep. So the Eye Man, Vasidian, he has like this bubble around him, and from this massive bubble, because he's a large creature mechanically, are these tendrils attaching to everybody that's outside of this dome in this alcove. So it's attaching to Astra, it's attaching to Kree, it's attaching to whoever might be out here, including like Catalyst, and the alcove like entryway, like the sill of the alcove, right? You see a handful of these coral people that are looking at you, and you see that they're like holding pieces of dead coral in their hand, and they have not really eyes, but like these like sockets that they're just peering
This
out of. Like,
piques Astra's interest. I will investigate you guys later, he says, taking like a step closer with his hand on his chin. But
Be exact.
now,
You're on Capri.
I guess I did have a spell prepared just in case we had a breach in any of our aircrafts. He's gonna walk around, but it seems like for now we're gonna be allies. So I guess I can help you guys if you're willing to help me in return.
I don't think we've really introduced ourselves.
Ranger's just gonna, for a quick moment, his eyes are gonna glow, and he's just gonna look over Astra, and I'll use Divine Sense.
What is your name?
all right. So
I am.
He doesn't feel like
Celestial
any sort of-
Fiend or Undead, so I doubt it, but...
Nope, nothing like that.
I am. I go by two names. It's either Professor Astra or Professor Licht. It doesn't really matter. I was given two first names when I was born. He says, shrugging. My parents were a bit eccentric.
As parents often are.
But let me see what I can do for you guys.
Okay. Well, I am Mr. September.
It's nice to meet you, Birdman. Wait, hold on. He takes a closer look. Arakakra? He says, raising an eyebrow.
Don't be so crass. I am a Kenku.
Okay.
Telling me Birdman is an insult.
I was only
slightly ruffle my feathers, why don't you?
I didn't know.
This is Imran.
Nice
If
to meet
you piss him off, he'll just, hurt you in some way, I'm sure. This is Kree.
Player.
You came from his back, so thank Kree.
Oh. Oh wait, I think I remember
this-
something about with a torso. Whatever. I'll think
And
more on
this
it
is
later.
Iron Star, our paladin, our symbol of virtue.
Oh, a fellow star elf. Hello.
Only half.
Well, you're still some. Astra is going to, and I could spend some of my magic power to give us more air if you guys think we really need it.
Oh, sounds good to me. And then he's Iron Star's gonna lay back down.
Mr. September blinks and looks sideways at him and says, "So you picked up on the fact that we need air, right? And it's
Well, yeah,
running
we're in the
short.
bottom of the
We
ocean.
did say that we're running short, so no, we don't need you to use your magical power to give us air. Don't be daft."
He
You definitely
like,
ruffled his
his
feathers.
glasses, not knowing if you're serious or not. So you're telling me to keep my spells?
Use
if
the
you could
damn
please use
spell, you
them,
idiot.
I would appreciate it.
Ah,
I'm sorry, I'm not very good with joking or sarcasm.
I see.
Um. Sorry, DM, I don't remember how to upcast.
What spell are you gonna be using?
I'm gonna be upcasting Air Bubble.
Where is it? There it is.
Yeah, I was gonna upcast 3rd level. How many of our main creatures, quote unquote, do we have?
There's a lot, including retainers.
Okay. If I spend a lot of my magical power, I can. He starts counting everyone.
There's a
Gotta
lot. There's
look
one.
at-
Maybe it's best in an emergency.
Okay.
Well, we are going to rest, are we not?
11 people. There's 11 people.
He counts all the people, and then he feels like his magic give out under him as if he just casted a bunch of spells, and he's like, "Oh, I don't think I can do 11 people, not in one day anyway." 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can only get about 7 people a day, unfortunately.
Well, that is better than nothing. We're all under the same bubble, so...
Okay. Hey DM, I had an idea.
Well, think of it like this: for each one you do help, it gives the others more time with whatever air that we are limited with.
Could I somehow transfer my air bubble to our eyeball friend so he can give everyone more air?
It'd be a weird use of it, but I would say you might be able to with an Arcana check.
Okay. Let me roll Arcana real quick.
So are you upcasting it to 3rd level?
Yes.
Okay. Because if it doesn't work, you can lose the spell, possibly. No, you're fine. You're fine. Alright, so you kind of create these air bubbles and, push them towards Vicidian, because he seems to be the
One for
source of
each
where all
eyeball.
this air is coming from. And you think it did something. You don't see anything change.
Okay. Did it help in any way? He says, looking at Viridian, right? Viridian?
Vicidian.
Visidian, yes, Visidian.
I don't know.
Ugh.
I don't
Astra
need
looks
to
a little
really breathe
distraught.
air. But I need the pressure from the air, otherwise this place will crush me.
Okay.
So
Do you feel less weighted?
He floats.
I float.
So you know what weight is?
I guess one of us should do a perception check to see if the air seems fresher.
You could.
All of a sudden, we just get a whiff of that good ocean breeze
Yeah, something
under
like
the
that.
ocean.
Oof.
Nope, I
Tough
am
to
still
tell.
smelling my own stink. I don't know. Really need a
Astra
bath.
turns. Any difference, anyone? Or are you unsure?
Oh no.
Hmm. Were we resting?
Because we're in the middle of a rest, yeah.
Okay. If
I mean,
you
we
guys were in the
sounds
middle
like
of a
you were getting
rest.
burned at the stake.
No. Astra says, looking for his rapier. It's that's on my person, right, DM?
Yep, everything that you chose out is on your person. Because you
Yeah.
tried to take everything with you.
Yeah. He holds up his rapier, and then there's a light blue stone in it, and he says, "Yeah, the giant eye thing. I think it's synchronized with my star crystal here, and it fused itself into my rapier, and then I seem to be forcefully, like half-ass teleported here. It burned, like it really burned.
Is he actually injured?
Doesn't look
Or is he
injured.
full health? Okay.
No, I'm fine. I think my molecules were just ripped apart and forcefully put back together. But Astra is then going to. Who looks the most tired out of everyone here?
Only a perception check.
Oh no! Astra's not good at those.
Visidian,
19?
actually.
Oh.
It's kind of
Visidian.
tough to tell, but like you see that every once in a while, like his eyes that he doesn't need will kind of like droop and like lazy about. But it's just tough to tell for everybody else just because they're not human. They don't really have body language. Visidian doesn't have body language that's recognizable to you guys.
Astra's gonna walk up to the Visidian. Visidian, are you okay? You look exhausted.
I'll be better when I'm out of here.
Do you think some healing would do you good, or?
No.
Okay. He is then going to turn to. He's gonna turn to Iron Star. He's gonna tap something on your shoulder, Iron Star, and a star is gonna appear on your shoulder, and it's gonna form a constellation around your head, and it's gonna overlap with the air bubble you already have. And he is then going to look over to our cleric, Imran, and he's gonna do the same to you.
As you walk up to touch me, you meet an invisible wall.
Oh. Can't very well give you my. Alright. He waves his hand, and it takes a bit longer, but it still forms. That's another third level spell slot.
Actually, you rolled a good perception, didn't you?
Yep, I rolled a 19.
You can probably see that I'm an astral elf too, but I hide my features.
He just nods to you. He doesn't say anything aloud if you're not actively showing it.
Mm.
And then he is then going to bow to Mr. September. Another finely just dressed gentleman here. And same thing happens to you, Mr. September. And we're just gonna Kree-Star. He's gonna do the same thing to you, Kree. He's gonna tap you on the shoulder, another air bubble, and he's then gonna gesture over to the group of NPCs. Who do you like the most here?
The one that are currently inside the dome that you can't see into. That's the downside that you're dealing with. Catalyst, you could see the bug man.
Oh. Can I roll history if I know what race he is?
You can roll history or nature, whichever one
He's
you
a
want.
bug.
Okay. I'm gonna roll history because I'm a bit better at history.
Yeah,
17.
he's a Thrycreen. They're kind of found all over the place, but for every place that they're in, they're kind of like ants, where all of them are just a little bit different, but they're all classified as the same. This one is a little bit different because he has an abdomen, like a bug does, right? Like a beetle or a spider. Other Thrycreen that you might have seen or might have known about tend to just have like the human part of like abdomen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
He's a bit unique.
he's a little different, but there's multiple subspecies of Thrycreen.
Okay. Hey, do you need to breathe, or are you fine?
I need to breathe. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what he looks like.
Okay. Oh. Astra's then going to examine his abdomen while giving him also an air bubble.
Okay.
All right.
What the hell? This man's just checking out this dude's ass while giving him air.
Well, if somebody was giving you air and checking out your ass at the same time, would you let them?
I'm sorry. He's just unique. I have never seen
He's just so special.
one like this before. It's intriguing. But I'll stop. Because we are in the middle of the ocean, and we could possibly die out here.
Pretty high possibility.
Yeah. He's then going to try to go into the tiny hut, but then gets bounced back.
Yup.
I'll look to Mr. September and I'll go. Should I let him in the dome?
It's fine. I only need like 4 hours. I can.
I'm gonna go ahead and, if I may, DM, may I make an insight check on our new friend?
Sure.
And I'm going to go ahead and use one of my dice. No. So, this plus a d8. Is he trustworthy enough?
Well, we'll put it this way. Does Astra have any ulterior motives?
Other than survival and getting out of here, no.
Okay. That's what you get.
Fine, but you're going to pull your weight. We are in a very dangerous situation and we may all die. One more person willing to die with us is a possibility that some of us might survive.
Yeah.
In you go.
Okay. He goes in, but I'm not really a fighter, more of a crafter. But don't worry, if I can defend myself.
All right, you're kind of saying this as you're talking to him. As you go into the dome, you see that there's this big crocodile lady who's like picking some like calamari out of her teeth and looking at you.
That's not calamari.
I'm How would Oscar
enough.
respond to this?
My name's Igna.
He gets closer to her, and he gets like right in her face, and he goes like, "What are you, Igna?"
It's none of your fucking business.
Oh, your breath stinks. Ugh.
It's the taste of victory.
You see that she picks out a large piece of calamari and looks at it, starts chewing it again, and gulps it down.
Oh, you're. Oh.
So I've seen you met Ekna. She's a dear friend of mine, if only because I'm terrified of her, and she follows my directions for some reason. Just don't make her angry. Do not make her angry.
I
Like her when
won't.
she's angry.
Don't worry, I won't. Not with her acting like that.
Yep.
Ugh.
There's also a couple of hippo
yeah.
men in there that are like looking at you. They have like their hands on a few, like a musket and a pistol, both of them flintlock, but they aren't like lay it up or anything. They're just keeping an eye on you. That's all. Revther, he like is sitting, like legs crossed, just holding his long sword across his lap, and he just has his hand on the hilt of it, but he's not doing it in like a threatening manner. He's just, he has it. As for the Birdman, he's got like one grayed out eye that seems to have had like a chunk ripped out of it, and then the other eye is completely open like an owl, right?
Mhm.
And he looks to be like focusing on the medical kits and seeing what all he has, because it looks like everybody's been through a little bit of combat over the last few times. Well, last few hours, last few days. Just
Okay. Mhm.
refamiliarizing himself with all the medical supplies, knowing how much they have.
Hmm. Do
If
we
we look at
are?
go on.
Hmm?
You go.
Asha's gonna go up to the quote-unquote main characters. Would you guys like any buffs or anything? I could like magically enhance your armor or weapons, but it can only be 2 items though.
I'm going to go to sleep, actually. Good night.
Okay.
Well, I'm still on watch, so I got time.
Yeah. If you don't mind me just holding on to your item for a bit, I can upgrade it.
Yeah, here's a greatsword. I'm just hand you his greatsword.
Ranger
Okay.
tosses him his pistol, and then Ranger goes back to laying down.
Okay.
I too would hand
Are-
the stranger my pistol.
Are either one of these +1 weapons? Or are they just both mundane?
Pretty sure my pistol's basic bitch pistol.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think mine is the same.
Okay. You guys are gonna see. Well, Asha's gonna like set himself up in a corner, and he's gonna be inscribing some like constellations into them, but they're like magical constellations. Like they're not gonna be like permanently in there. He seems to be tweaking with them, and during the long rest, he's gonna do that for 2 hours, and then he's gonna sleep for the rest.
Okay.
If you guys would like to know what I did, for the greatsword, you now have a +1 greatsword, and for the pistol, your pistol will now never run out of ammo, and it's also a +1 pistol.
Thank God, because I've been actually tracking my bullets, and I've been getting low, and I don't think I can buy bullets down here. 29 bullets left. That's how much I got.
Been running out, man. All right.
I'm going to put both of those in the chat when I find them real fast for you guys. Well, that's if I complete them and nothing happens. Looks at DM.
Well, it's funny you should say that. So, you guys are kind of like not like left without a choice, but you guys are like, this is the first human-like friendly face we've seen. I think it's okay to say that he's in the same boat as us, okay? So, you guys let him like tinker around with your gear. Iron Star, he has your pistol, but it's like, you know what? He's right behind me. He's tinkering with it. If I need it, I'll have it. And you just keeping an eye out. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Just Iron Star?
Just Iron Star. I mean, Catalyst
I did
has
good
his
for
too, but
once.
I know what his passive is, so I'm not worried about it. So, Iron Star, you think you feel like, not even feel, you think you see, how do I put this? Not even a current, because, well, yeah, current is the right word, but like a drift come through the tunnel that you guys are in. Because you see some
How
of the
far away is
silt
it?
rise up and then fall. It is not even that far, maybe 15 feet like in front of you, and it just, you see some of the silt rise up and then fall.
Alright. Ranger will just hold up a finger to the Bugman and the elf if he's still awake. And I'm just gonna go conveniently lean against the wall about 5 feet closer to this and close my eyes.
Okay.
And then, do I get a ping of anything within 10 feet of me with blind sense?
No.
Or is it actually just a current and drift? Okay.
It looks to be some sort of like residual current and drift. So, yeah. Okay. So with your 21, you're kind of looking up through, like, maybe it's on the, like, whatever you might have seen, maybe it's up through the cracks or the holes inside the coral forest canopy. So you look up, because the brine dwellers have done that before, and you can see, like, tentacles that are moving away from you. And they're big. They're about the size of, like, a barrel. And they go out for quite some time before they officially disappear into the deep, dark blue.
We'll go up to what's his name? Cascarin? Catalyst. There we go. We'll go up to Catalyst and just be like, be extra vigilant this time. Something was nearby a few seconds ago. Seems to have left, but whatever it is, it might be coming back.
See that it nods, and then like puts its one of its 3 fingers up over its mouth.
And then Ranger will kind of like, whatever side of like this opening that we're in, that Catalyst is on, he'll kind of like post up on the opposite side so that they both have like cross view of the entrances. And then
Okay.
post up for the rest of the watch. I can technically deal more damage with stabbing anyways, so if something does fight us, I'll just stab it.
Okay. Aside from that, doesn't seem like anything else happens throughout your watch.
Right.
And then it's over to Imrian. Imrian, you're feeling pretty good. You meditated, thought about some good things, cleared your mind. And about an hour into your shift, you hear the sound of, like, loud cracking. And it's nearby too.
Can
Maybe it's like you're kind of down a hallway, for lack of a better term, right? Going left to right. It's coming from the left.
Is that the way we came from?
That is the way you came from.
And Catalyst is awake.
Yes, he's awake, and he's like looking down that way, but he can't see inside, so he kind of looks over at the dome and then looks back over. And then you see him starting to back up into the alcove. And then he looks over to the dome, puts one finger over his mouth, or at least his mandibles.
Like, to be quiet? Okay, I'm gonna darken the dome then. I'm gonna try and make it the color of the rock around us so it blends in.
Okay.
What else can I do? Do I have that spell ready? No, I do not. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do that. Go quiet.
Okay. So you hear more of this cracking sound coming from down the hallway. And from the hallway, you see like this bioluminescent tentacle that's big. It's not the same one that Iron Stars saw. That one was more like, how do I put it? Like, you could see through the tentacle that's coming down the hallway. The other one you could not. And it's bioluminescent around its skin. And it's just looks to be reaching in and like touching the tunnel and feeling it. And this thing goes on like past your tunnel. And as it goes on, you see that the tentacle just gets thicker and thicker and thicker as it's reaching further down. Eventually it starts to pull back, and you see that it starts to feel your alcove that you guys are in, like this space in the wall, and it starts pulling back, and then it reaches in, and it gets like next to Catalyst, who starts like trying to evade it. So let me go ahead and grab Catalyst.
Does
here.
Catalyst have a climb speed? And if so, can he just walk on top of the dome?
He does not have a climb speed.
Damn it.
Okay.
Oh.
You see Catalyst trying to like duck under and then crawl to the other side of the alcove and then stand up on the other side. And this tentacle is feeling around the inside of this alcove. And then you start to see the tentacle getting closer and closer to Vicidian.
No, that can't happen. I'm gonna solar flare the tentacle.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an attack.
It is a dex save from the tentacle.
Ooh, it is a dex save.
I'll drop it. It's 16.
16.
Dex.
One second, I gotta change its ID name here. There we go.
Oh no.
Alright, so you shoot this like solar flare through it, which is basically light, and it just passes through the transparency of this creature. And it doesn't even feel it as it's getting closer and closer to Vicidian. Vicidian is floating away from it as best as it can, but you see that as it's going to get closer and closer to the corner, next to where Catalyst and now Vicidian is, the tentacle is like feeling yours, like dome, and it bumps it. And this obviously wakes everyone up because it's like, doo.
Yeah,
And then
Asher was just like watching the entire time.
it just wraps around the dome, and you see that it like tries to pull on it, but it just keeps slipping. So it just moves over and it gets further and further into the corner. So what do you guys do?
Igna, your midnight snack arrived.
Astra hands back the weapons, not being able to get finished.
Alright.
You guys might need these, but I didn't get to finish my inscriptions, but what is that? Or do neither one of you know?
I know.
You guys can roll nature checks.
Gonna be Igna's midnight snack, though, in a brief moment.
I don't know, it's a bit transparent.
Doesn't mean it ain't edible.
I
Oh,
rolled bad.
okay. All right,
Um,
Kree. Wow. It is a giant
That's
glass
wonderful.
octopus. Have you ever
Uh-oh.
seen one of these weird things?
I have not.
No.
They are weird to look at. Here. I'll also drop it in chat for anybody who is watching. Oh, it won't let me. Just look up glass octopus, you'll see it.
That's
What's one of
cool.
those things? Ah,
That's really cool.
Yep, that's what's kind of reaching inside. And it's massive, too. So it's like feeling through your whole alcove here. So that's what it is. You know what it is. It's just...
Is it okay? I know. So it does. Okay. Alright. Are we gonna attack it, or how are you guys feeling about this?
if could I roll nature to know if they're like carnivorous or like aggressive in nature?
Most octopus are aggressive in nature.
Okay.
They are hunters.
We do strangle things to death.
All right, well,
Yeah.
you see that this octopus tries to reach out and grab at whatever might be over here in the corner. So, let me go ahead and grab a d6 here, see who it's going to touch first. Okay. Probably the least critical. Okay. So
What do you mean? He's our watch commander.
You guys see this tentacle reach past Basidian and then feel Catalyst, grab Catalyst, and starts to pull him out of the alcove. What do you guys do?
I magic missile the tentacle. Fuck him.
I'm
Time to stab.
Since I'm inside, I'm gonna cast my cantrip.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna stab it.
alright. So, everybody go ahead and roll your attacks.
I imagine that's just the people who are awake.
Everybody's awake
hold
because
on.
you guys heard it bump the dome and it made this boom hollow sound.
I'm
Oh.
failing.
There's a 16
Okay.
hit.
Alright, let's see. For Starburst, actually, let me go ahead and just drop this dude on here. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Bam. Okay.
2 deck saves. Oh no.
Alright, so it's deck save that it is making natural ones. So Starburst worked, or Solar Flare worked. And then the Starburst is Charisma save. It rolled a 13. So the Starburst also succeeded. So the way that you deal damage with your Starburst is...
Mhm.
Oh, let me actually open up your character sheet because I'm not familiar with Starburst. Okay, so...
Yeah, I didn't know it existed either until I saw it.
all right, so you see that little like magnifying glass?
Yes.
You hit that. Then you see where it
Mhm.
says damage. It's gonna have a little button.
Yep.
Have you opened up the combat tracker yet?
Yes, the combat tracker's open.
Okay, so this is the automation part of Fantasy Grounds. A way you can do it is you literally drag that damage and drop it on the creature, and it'll deal the damage to it. And it'll know if it has, like, problems or whatever. So you could do that exactly how you did it, or when you're rolling damage, you could just take that button and drag it right over to the beast. And it'll roll the damage that way, too.
Okay.
I was gonna say, does a 16 hit it? I don't know
16
if I
does hit
stabbed
it.
or not.
Yep, it's a very big tentacle.
It's going to get stabbed hard. Because I'm doing that as well at second level.
Oop, I just closed out of the map.
You have a map?
That to
I do
me-
have a map. It's not a fancy
what's it called?
fancy.
My saves, and also the hits are +1 because my my spell focus is a +1. So my saves are actually 17, and my hits are higher by +1 too.
Just a second.
And then after giving it the big stab, I shoot it.
Lovely. Alright. That's the map. I just gotta get you guys on here now. So,
Swag.
then Obsidian would be over here in the corner. Catalyst is like getting dragged out. Let me go ahead and get the dome ready. Then we got Myron, we got Hal, got Wookflu, Ikna, Refther, Imrian, Ironstar, Kree. Am I missing anybody? Astra.
Yes, I exist.
And I got September on there. Okay. I think that is everybody.
Also, if I hit it, that means Revthor get to hit, correct?
That is correct.
I need access to him.
You should be able to just double click on him, but that doesn't work.
Yeah, it's not.
Damn.
Tried double clicking him and the thing in the combat tracker. It was working last time. Don't know like why it unworks every time we restart. Okay,
I
now
don't know
it's-
either.
Now for his auto hit, does that only apply to his basic attack, or can he use his fancy attack?
It only applies to the signature attack. But,
Okay.
let's see. You could use a gaping wound on it, for sure, yeah. Because,
That's what I was wondering. What do you need to do? I need to do the roll for that, or because I hit, he auto hits with the gaping?
let's see. Refer on a hit, when you automatically hit, yeah, it just deals it.
Right.
And where it says the 1d6 damage at the start of each turn, just drop it on the octopi. And then also deal the damage.
I don't think it's doing anything to the. Alright, I will just drag the damage on it. I don't know why it rolled that. I wanted to do the damage.
There we go. For 12.
Okay.
All right. So
And I guess I'll just roll the 3d6 manually, because. Well. Did I just add that to myself?
damage effect Iron Star. Maybe. Let me check.
Oh.
No.
I don't know. I'm just gonna roll 3d6.
Where's the 3d6
then-
coming from?
That's for the bleed for his gaping thing, his gaping wound.
Oh, that's on the start of each of its turns. So once it starts its turn, it takes 1d6.
Oh, 1d6. Okay, it said 3 and then 1d6. I got confused.
Oh yeah, 3 times per day, 1d6. Yeah. Oh. So when it starts its turn, it's gonna get the damage from it. So, yep, no problem.
All right.
Okay.
I can't access Wook Flu to do his damage as well since I hit with the magic missile.
Yeah, give me a second. One
Just a call out.
moment. There's Wook Flu. And then there's Ikna. I'm hoping all this is actually going to work with me this time because today's been a day of problems.
It looks like it's working pretty well. Not too bad. It's just the little retainers.
Oh, Myra.
Alright.
Okay.
I mean, no one's crashed or anything, so that's good.
Yeah, I
Knock on
think
wood.
it's the background that did it last time, so we're still good. All right. Did everybody deal their damages?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. And then Ikna gets her damage too.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Well, you guys tear this fucking tentacle up, but this thing's massive, and it still pulled Catalyst out. It didn't like fall off or anything, but
No.
it's not looking good. All right, and with that, we will jump into initiative. So-
Hey, natural one. Let's go.
Oof.
Hey, if you rolled bad on initiative, that means you'll roll good on all your attacks.
Oh, thank God, you know? Hopefully.
All right, Emrian.
Okay, where's that? Level 5, 10, 15, 20. So essentially the tentacle's around him, right?
Yeah, it's wrapped around him, and it's just pulling him through the tunnel. The tentacle itself is massive. Let me see if I can figure out. No, let's just do drawing. That'll work.
Yeah. The dome is going to collapse behind me as well as I exit.
Okay. So, remove this. Oof. And then all the bubbles come up around you guys as Vicidian places them on you.
Right. I'm going to use Call of the Void on the tentacle, even though I can't necessarily see where its body is. Is that doable?
Well,
'Cause
you
it's like
see
sending
like
whispers
this,
at a limb.
like down the tunnel, you see like this glowing mass. But let me see. Let me exit drawing mode. There we go. So,
How far away is the mass?
about 80 feet away.
Oh, I can get that with Call of the Void. It's 120. So I'll look down the tentacle and where did the body? Sorry, I always struggle with the map trying to get it to maneuver.
Yeah, I just hold down the middle
Yeah.
button and that helps me. Like maneuver it.
Okay. Alright, let's get a wisdom save from the tentacle.
Succeeded.
It beats it. Alright,
Literally on the
bonus
nose.
action. I will try and accretion disc and try and get the tentacle off. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Alright. Send my disc through and try and cut it off. Oh wait, I rolled it twice.
Yeah.
That's
I was like, oh.
Damage, there we go. So that's force damage of 6.
All right. So 6 points
Uh,
of damage.
Because I hit, Catalyst gets to hit as well. So does Myron as well. Myron will come out.
1 second, let me double check something here. I'm pretty sure you're fine. I'm just checking for any conditions here. He will have... Oh yeah, you already hit. No, don't even worry about me. I was like, oh, he needs to make an attack. No. Don't even worry about it.
I can't move Myron, but he will come out next to me and he'll shoot at the tentacle and should automatically hit. For 23.
Yep. Alright, so
Ooh, that's good.
this buckshot basically gets fired into the tentacle, and Catalyst kind of looks over at like Myron and then looks over at the buckshot that like stopped at him and is only saved by his like chitinous skin. But
Can you open Catalyst's sheet so I can...
oh, I forgot to drop him on you. Let me find him. Bam.
It's all good. What are you good at? He'll just, I guess, stab it. He can't. So automatic hit. For 9 piercing. Yep.
Alright.
And that's the end.
Alright, Visidian. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 is gonna fly out there. He's gonna use a ray. Which one it is, we do not know. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Okay. Octopus succeeded. Okay. Well, it was gonna stun the octopus, but it rolled literally right on the nose. Alright, Myron. Nope. Mr. September.
Okay. So Mr. September is going to move over here. Actually, before he moves, he's going to use his bonus action to hide. If I may. Why is it? There it is. Okay. Bonus action to hide. And stealth his way to over here. And is he hidden enough to get advantage or on his attack?
Yes.
Okay. So he will go ahead and attack with his sneak attack against this big bad boy. Oh, I was supposed to roll twice. I'll just roll again.
Well, both of them
That's
hit.
better. Both of them hit.
Yeah, either which way you went, it would have hit. This thing's big. It doesn't have a huge AC.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's also a tentacle.
Yep, giant tentacle.
And why didn't it do my sneak attack? Okay.
Forgot.
Oh no.
There we go. That's better.
And then drop that 11 right bang, on him. It's looking pretty
Yeah.
bad. This tentacle is looking bad. It's unknown whether the octopus is feeling anything. But the tentacle looks like it's on its way to being cut off.
Okay.
We'll just regrow it in a week.
I cannot move Ikna.
Right, yeah. 1 second. Okay, where would you want her?
All
Close
up in
to
there.
the-
She's hungry.
Yeah, as close to the tentacle as possible.
Okay.
And she will go ahead and... Actually, she's going to use her frenzy because yum, tentacle.
Well, you hit, so just deal
At
damage
least the
3
first
times.
time. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shoot, I should have done that on creature. There we go. Okay. That was the first. I'll do it correctly the next 2 times.
Alright, so 14, and then another 14. And a 9, so 14. Okay. And with that, you see Ikna starting to, like, rend the tentacle from Catalyst, and the tentacle is ripped away. You see the tentacle get pulled back, and I need to make a check. Okay. Alright, so you see this tentacle get pulled back, and then you see the mass start to turn, and you see 2 more tentacles starting to enter into this tunnel.
Oh no.
Now, they won't go until the top of next round, but you do see them starting to come in. Okay. So, boop, and boop. But this one is gone. Oh, messed it up. Whoop! Too big. There we go.
It's a big tentacle.
Yeah, it gets rid of the mini. It's over there. It's just so those who would like target on the map, they can target the creature.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Catalyst is currently free, but you see 2 more tentacles starting to make their way in. Is there anything else Mr. September would like to do?
No, that's his turn.
Okay. Breather's not doing anything. Astra.
Okay. Astra was nice and used all his 2nd level spell slots. Astra is then he's gonna walk out of the tent and come around the corner, and he's gonna pull out his rapier, and then his book is gonna float from out of his pack and appear and like hover above his hand. And he's then going to cast. Starburst. Can you give me a charisma saving throw?
So the way that you can do that for your side, let me go ahead and open it up.
Mm-hmm.
So you see where it says save? It has that little D20.
Yes.
All right. So you have your combat tracker open, right?
Yes.
Grab that button and drag it over onto either giant glass octopus 5 or 7, and it will roll for that tentacle.
Okay.
So I don't have to roll at all. You just tell it what to roll, and Fantasy Grounds will figure it out. So,
okay.
With Starburst, that's a 2, so... Alright, that tentacle takes 8 points of damage. What does your Starburst look like? Is it just like a burst of like blue light? What is that?
Okay. So...
Fruity Square.
He will raise up his rapier, and it will look like he's conducting, and a constellation will form around the creature, and then it'll explode.
That's very cool. All right. Is there anything else that Astra would like to do?
He would like to not be bad and pull back up his map because he closed it.
Here, let me go ahead and open it or share it again. Boop, boop.
Okay.
Zoom.
So I'd probably be like right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's probably gonna move like right here in front of our tentacle guy, and then just get into a battle ready stance. And
Okay.
that'll be the end of his turn.
All right. So these guys can't go until next round. Iron Star.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Are either of the new tentacles within 30 feet?
They're about to enter the tunnel, so no.
Alright, then that's my turn.
Okay. Kree.
Oh yeah, this worked before, so I feel like it's gonna work again. I'm just gonna yeah, magic this.
All right, you're gonna have to get within sight of this thing.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna step out. Here we go. Yeah. I can see it right there, yeah?
Yes. So you got 2 tentacles that are starting to come in. Which one are you targeting?
The one everyone else is shooting. If we work one down, I feel like it's the best idea, so I'm just gonna roll it on the one that's hurt.
Here's a good way of doing it.
You can also just roll it on the combat tracker and you can tell which one's hurt and not.
Yeah, it's just so that way, like, you guys see kind of where the like the ends of this tentacle are.
Gotcha. So yeah, I delivered it on there, and then because I hit, then Wookflu hits. And when Wookflu hits, he's gonna do the charge ability. He only gets 3 times per day, and he gets to select an ally who can move up to 30 feet and make an attack or cast a spell. So I'm gonna have him do that on me. So I'm gonna do another magic missile, and I'm also gonna
Well,
hit
let me
this thing again.
Let me go ahead and check Wookflu here, because if it's what I'm thinking it's attack or cast a spell. Yep, there it is. Okay. Very cool.
I get to do both, right? Yeah. Okay. So that sucks. Roll one, but that's
Well,
fine.
hold up. You gotta move. Where do you want Wookflu to go? Do you want him like right behind you?
Oh, that's right. He hasn't moved.
Yeah, he's currently in the alcove.
Okay, I can't move him, so yeah, I would just move him up to where he can see, probably around the corner next to me. Can he see around that corner?
He'd be able to target 5, which is the one you're targeting. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so then he'll go there and then take that shot, do 5 points, and then yeah, I'm gonna just do the same thing. Ka-chow.
Ka-chow. All right, so you start firing a bunch of magic missiles out of the right hand. Wookflu comes up, fires his pistol, and then with your left hand, more magic missiles come out of your other hand. And
then
it's looking
Hal's
pretty
gonna
bad.
go, and he's gonna heal the catalyst. 'Cause he's
All right,
hurt.
so he'll probably have to move up right there.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So, is there anything else that you want to do?
That'll end it for me.
All right. Top of the round, Astra. So, one thing that we're doing in Fantasy Grounds is that it can re-roll initiative every round without us doing anything. So that's why you're going first instead of it shakes up combat a little bit because you don't know when the monsters are going, and it doesn't.
Oh.
It creates more tension, but at the same time, they don't know when you guys are going either. So, what would Astra like to do?
It's cool, actually. Ooh. Astra's he's gonna move up, like right here behind Star and the crocodile lady, and then he is going to. He's gonna follow suit, and then he's also gonna magic missile.
Okay. Got 2 tentacles coming in, so you can target one or the other.
Yeah, I'm gonna target the one I was already hitting.
So for magic missile, what you do is you grab the magic missile die, and then you hold your left mouse button, and then you right click how many number of times you want to cast it, like upcast it, so how many missiles you have.
Okay. Oh, that's
And then-
cool.
And then I think I have to add in your extra pluses, but that's whatever.
Okay.
So that's 2 missiles. So that'd be 7. Oh no, wait, I see what you're doing. So 2 plus 8,
Yeah.
8, 9. So he deal an extra 1 point of damage to him against 5. So 42. Alright. So you start firing off magic missiles at the tentacles, and you see that, like, this fluid that's almost looking like water, but not quite, starts flowing out of the tentacles, but it looks to be doing okay.
Okay. The the liquid doesn't look like it's gonna actively hurt us or hinder us, right? Or do I need to check for that?
It doesn't look like it's going to hinder you because currently it's far away. But it looks to be like this creature's blood, right? Because it's not blue. It's just this weird pale color, almost haze.
Oh. I was just then gonna move up here to make sure that they don't have a way of grabbing our tentacle man, because he is our escort mission, it seems. And that's gonna be the end of his turn.
Okay. So, just so you know, retainers only go on their person's initiative, which is why I skipped past all of them. So, next one up is Kree.
Okay, so I'm gonna firebolt.
All right.
Oh,
All right,
that's
12
not
is
a
going
great
to hit.
roll. Oh, okay, great.
Big tentacles, man. It's tough to miss the
Oh.
broadside.
Told you,
of
you
the
rolled
arm.
back on that one initiative. That means you're going to hit all your attacks this time.
Alright,
Alright.
there's 9. And
Hit
then
it
Loop
for
Fluel hits immediately too. So there's
Yep.
his.
Damn,
Boom,
nice
there's
shot.
his. And then Hal is going to oh, you can only do that once per 10 minutes. He's gonna give who's next? He's gonna give Iron Star an extra D4 on their next roll for attack or saving throw.
Cool.
And then that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. The one that you guys have been blasting. All right, we got our Vanguard here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6's reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. It reaches out and grabs Ikna, squeezes her for 22 points of damage, and pulls her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet toward it.
What they don't realize is that they didn't surround Ikna. They just put her in a target-rich environment.
Yeah. Well, right now, the only one that Ikna can target is going to be the octopus, number 5. So, it's just the one, but it's a big-ass tentacle. Alright, Iron Star. What are you up to?
Yo. Do the 5, 10, 15, 20, and then I go here and I stab the one that's holding her.
Okay. So that'll be numero 5. No.
Alright, second attack.
Kind of like get your shoes stuck on some of the silt and it drags on the top of your foot. Second one, though, you're able to plant your feet and you stab properly this time.
Get a spoink.
For 21 points. Alright. So you take your rapier, it starts to glow white. Bam! You hit it. You see this like large gash form into it. But it's still doing okay.
Go. Yeast. And then I blink back over to here.
Alright. Is Iron Star going to be using any of his retainers?
Yes. Well, technically no, but I'm gonna have Revther move out.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Right there. Feels like a right spot.
It's not. He is a melee boy, and he can't do the melee right now, so
Okay.
we'll chillax.
Alright, we got the other one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. We roll 5s and 6s. Alright. Astra, a tentacle is going to reach out to try to grab you. Do you want to use shield?
Yes, please, because that's gonna hurt.
Okay.
I Oh.
25.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think
hold
it
on.
makes a difference.
No, it does
Giga
not.
AC.
It does not. Not yet anyway. But I will next turn.
Alright.
No, he
So-
grabs me.
Okay.
Well,
So-
good meeting you, bud.
This tentacle reaches out, kind of like moves down the tunnel, like the tentacle out of Hellboy, right? And it immediately squeezes onto you, which fucking hurts, right? For 17 points. And you are grabbed and restrained, and you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25
As
feet
he gets
closer.
pulled past, Ranger will just say, "It ain't as bad as you think. You'll be out of there in a jiffy."
I'm not a frontline fighter.
Alright, unfortunately, that's all that this one can do. Mr. September.
Yeah, but you just saw him blink away, and he knows that you could probably also blink away.
True.
3, 4. So the first thing that Mr. September does is use his bonus action to stealth.
Okay. Not a problem.
Okay. He's going to go up to where my retainer is being restrained and is going to attack that. Now I do get advantage and I do have my sneak attack.
Alright, let me see if that
So
applied
this
it to you.
time-
It didn't do it. What the heck is going on? Let me check.
I don't know.
Okay, that worked. Have you
That's
been
weird.
like clicking on the button?
I
the effect
haven't. Yeah, on that star. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, not on the star. That explains it. So
No, the
drop the
little person
magnifying
button.
glass, and then there's gonna be a
Oh.
little button that says effect. Then it'll apply it.
Okay.
All right, I got it on you, so
Um,
you're good.
It's the lower one that I'm attacking, right?
Whichever one. So the one on your left, the top one on the map, looks to be the most bloody. The other one looks to have your newest member grappled, but looks very healthy.
Okay. I'll do the one that has Ikna.
Okay. All right. That's a nice and solid hit.
And
There it is. For
There
damn,
we
18
go.
points.
you can handle yourself, can't you, Astra?
Astra looks at you. He does not look amused.
Yeah, red face.
And I think Ikna is going to try to escape. Athletics, would it be?
It would be athletics or acrobatics. I tend to allow both.
Okay. Yeah, no.
All right. So she starts trying to push out, but her hands keep slipping off of the slime of the octopus. Unfortunately, that consumes her action, so she won't be able to like do damage.
Okay.
But she's just trying to get out.
Makes sense. And that's my turn.
Okay. Next one up is Imrian.
I'm gonna run 10 feet to there. Gonna use Starlight Step and appear in a flash of light right there.
Okay.
And I'll go. Do you need a hand, Professor?
Yes, please.
Okay. And you watch as my eyes just like flare blue, and I'm going to bring up my Field of Disc and use Spirit Guardian.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So 15 feet around me, and it slows their movement as well.
All right, I'm gonna move these guys closer.
But
so
it's
they're
yeah,
affected.
it's the start of their turn, so
all right.
that's me done. But my retainers attack, but they have to roll. Alright. Let's go with Myron. We'll shoot the bottom one.
All right. So your spiritual
Wait,
weapon
12?
goes away for Spirit Guardians, right?
Yeah, because they're both concentration, so I will do.
Alright, let me go ahead and put that on you.
Yeah. 12 hits, I think, right? For Myron?
12 will hit. Yep.
Yes, so the bottom one's gonna take this damage.
For 19 points. This
Right. Catalyst will... How far away is that? Within 10 feet? Ooh, that's too far.
So, just to make this work, because I think the blunderbuss's range isn't all that great. It's like 30 feet or something like that.
Is it?
Is it Myron? Yeah. So he'd have to move up a little bit. So...
Yeah, it's alright. Just move him to where it needs to be.
That feels right. Okay. Yeah, we'll move him back a space because you're shooting at the tentacles end.
Catalyst? Has to get in close. I'm gonna have him go to the... They go to the side and is going to attempt to stealth among the dead coral. With advantage.
Is that going to be Catalyst?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not advantage. That's...
Alright.
25, yeah. Just
25. Alright. Catalyst turns white and like starts to grow like roughness on its chitin. And it looks pretty convincing. If you walked past him, you wouldn't be able to really tell that he wasn't part of the coral.
My turn is done.
Alright, Basidian. Oh, maybe. No, it's fine. Alright, back up. Astra rolled high again. So, Astra, what would you like to do? You are currently in the grasp of this octopus.
Okay. So this is what Astra's gonna do. Astra. Now I'm confusing myself with my pronunciation. He's gonna Starlight Step. Okay, but Emrian, you're gonna notice this because you're like right next to him. The stars in his hair are gonna turn a bright blue, and his body's gonna flare up like when he first appeared, like the bright blue burning light. And then he's gonna reappear, right over here. Actually, gonna reappear right here, because he does believe he does owe Emrian, because he did come in for him. And bonus action. And then he is going to Starburst the most heavily damaged one, which I think is the one that's holding Igna, right?
No, well, yes. I should say yes. All right, it failed. So go ahead and apply the starburst damage to the octopi. Perfect.
And then 7, and then he's gonna like hold his arm and like just gently limp back here to the back where he belongs. And then he's gonna end his turn.
Okay. Next one up. The one that has a hold of Igna right now.
Ooh.
Igna.
I need a wisdom save.
Oh gosh, I doubt that this guy's gonna make it here. Alright.
Which is it, the top or bottom one?
Natural 1. It is the top
which
one.
Is it? Okay, you take 3d8 radiant. 17.
Alright. And this thing... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's top speed.
It's getting
well,
sketchy.
It's in my radius.
It's getting sketchy for Igna. as you see that other tentacle is officially pulled most of the way out of the tunnel, and Ikna is on the edge of the radius for the air bubble. Okay, that's it for that. Oh, wait, no. It applies constrict damage, which is another 20 points.
Oof. Igna's not looking too good.
No, he's not. She's not. All right, Mr. September. You
Yay,
can tell
Prince
Ikna's
Andrew.
looking bad. She's like slowing down in her movements. Her scratching on the tentacles is getting less and less. She's starting to like cough up blood as her lungs are getting crushed. It's bad.
Okay, rinse and repeat. Stealth for my bonus action.
Okay, you
Is that
look
still
good.
enough?
hmm
Okay, going to run up to that tentacle. Actually, I will go up a little bit further to avoid that one. And advantage, and sneak attack, and attack this guy. 16 hit.
16 will hit.
A blade of light slices through it.
It's looking bad. Looking bad, but will it be enough to save Ikna? That is the question.
Ikna, try harder. Ikna is going to attack rather than struggle against it.
Okay. Go ahead and deal damage. Yeah, you can tell just because damage is lower,
I
she's just weaker.
Yeah,
All right.
I should have landed on it, but I did not.
Sorry, I got it.
Okay.
All right, it's looking rough. It's looking rough. All right, so that's for Ikna. Is there anything else that Mr. September would like to do?
There's nothing else that he can do.
Damn. All right, Emrian.
10, 15, 20. Let's shoot a solar flare at the tentacle and hope it goes badly.
Well, unfortunately,
Too good.
In my head, you keep trying to solar flare something with no eyes, so it's like
could be, man. Unfortunately, it moves out of the way of your light. What else would you like to do?
Okay. Who's my other retainer? I always confuse the hippos, Myron. Can Myron move in within 30 feet of that tentacle?
Within
The one
30
that's getting
feet?
away.
Get out of here. With a dash, maybe, but that'll take away his attack.
Can he still attack at disadvantage? If it's out of the ring?
Let's see. Yeah, he can. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go for that. I will click disadvantage.
5, 20, 25, 30.
This.
14 is gonna hit.
14? Alright. Come on, Myron.
20 points of damage. Alright. It's looking bad. It's hanging on by like part of its tentacle. But who knows?
Alright. Catalyst, 5, 10. Catalyst can't get close enough either. Can you chuck me Catalyst to shoot again? I got rid of it.
Yeah, let me find it.
He doesn't have any range. So. Out of stealth, he's just gonna run up to the other tentacle and stab it with advantage, I guess.
Get 5, 10, 15.
Yeah. Signature attack. 19. That will do.
Okay. Next one up is Kree.
Alright, I'm gonna cast a 3rd level magic missile on one taking Ikna. I'm trying to get it to blast the tentacle off to let Ikna go.
Okay.
I should have the range because it's 120 feet. So here's that. 18.
All right. So you fire off a bunch of magic missiles, and that little piece of tentacle that was keeping the rest, like Ikna held, gets blasted off, and it falls onto the sea floor. And then I gotta make another check here. Okay. And Ikna is currently free. So let me go ahead and get rid of Ikna's... Where is it? There it is. Grappled and
Can you get rid of mine
conditions.
too?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Let me get rid of him.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Alright, and then Wigflu's gonna use charge again, and he's gonna give it to 30 feet with him. 5, 10. He's gonna move. Can you move him 2 squares up so he can get to Mr. September within 30 feet of him?
Like
And
there?
he's gonna give him an attack so that he can use his sneak attack against the tentacle next to him, and then he's gonna take a shot because he gets to do that. Does he automatically do damage on this one?
Yes, because your magic missile hit.
Okay, sounds good. So rolling that. There's that.
Okay. And then Mr. September, you can make an attack against the octopus, and yep, you get the sneak attack.
Do I understand? Okay. Just
Because
want
it's-
to make sure.
Yep, it's once per turn, which is really nice.
That's nice.
Oh, yes, it is.
And would this be my offhand blade or my main blade?
I will leave it up to you. I would say that it would probably be your main blade because it's acting like a regular attack, not a bonus action.
Okay. Understood.
Damn, that's a lot. All right.
Tally ho! Throw his
Exactly why I
blade.
gave it to him, dude. Jesus.
All right. So you throw this side blade, and it hits into it, and you see a large chunk of it start bleeding out this hazy blood. But it remains alive. But it doesn't look like any more tentacles are going to be entering in. Instead, it looks like the mass is starting to move. Iron Star.
Alright. Iron Star will turn to Astra and just say, well, Dr. Lick, on a scale of 1 to 20, how much does it hurt?
Hold on. Astra pulls out his character sheet. I'm feeling like a solid. I'm like losing like 16 worth of my health, man.
Alright. Alrighty. And then Iron Star is just gonna slap him as hard as he can on the back, and I'm just gonna hit him with 16 lay on hands.
Okay.
Oh, ow, ow.
Forget you.
Oh, wait, ow, ooh.
Alright. Now you
better.
only have one wound.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, did you already heal him?
Yeah, I put it in there.
Okay.
Ah, you're so kind.
Alright, I think that takes up your action, right?
Yes.
Oh,
10,
Chat.
11, 12,
Oh, no.
13, 14, 15, 16. I have to tick it off one at a time.
Yeah.
oh no, you poor thing.
I have 30 of them.
Okay. Is that it for Iron Star?
Get a little bit closer.
Okay.
And then that is it.
Alright. Well, now there's 7 of you, so I will re-roll 6s.
Mm.
You
Wisdom
gotta be
save?
shitting me.
Oh
Okay.
no. Did it grab Igna? Oh no.
Well, it grabs Ikna, squeezes her. She's currently dying.
Oh
And
no.
because you guys have fought off the other tentacles, it gets the other thing, which it creates an ink cloud, and uses the dash action to take off.
Oh no.
I need a wisdom save first, not that it'll change anything.
So that's about as big as the ink cloud is. It failed, so go ahead and deal damage to it.
And it moves at half speed while it's in my radius.
So let's see, 25, this makes it 10. 10 plus... Oh gosh, what's this thing again? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. And pulls Hikna. So what you guys see right before all the ink starts filling up the area is you see Ikna take off. She's squeezed. You see the life get squeezed out of her as she just, like, basically pops from her head. And then as she gets pulled away, the air bubble goes out and you guys see her implode. And then the ink comes into where you guys are at.
Oh.
And Ikna is dead.
Oh.
No, not Igna.
I didn't mean to replace her, man.
She scared the shit out of me, but I didn't want her to die.
Oh,
As for this thing, it looks like it has gotten its meal, and it looks like it's about to take off. If it wasn't for Imrian's spirit guardians.
Are we gonna get revenge, or is it out of our radius?
It's not out of you guys' radius just because of Imrian's spirit guardians. It's just completely up to you guys on whether you want to follow this thing or not.
I mean, technically, it is outside of our radius. Because our radius goes to about there. Then it's death.
Yep. For those who are currently inside the ink cloud, everything is heavily obscured, which means I think you can see out to like 10 feet, 5 feet, something like that.
I can see that anyways.
But anything beyond that is black ink.
Are we still in combat?
It's completely up to you guys.
Do we want to chase revenge or just fall back?
I'll put it. I'll do that.
I'm just gonna, because we see her implode, right?
Yes.
Me and Mr. September.
You saw that, like,
I'm just gonna grab him by the hand.
her neck blew out in blood, and then she got pulled away. The air bubble collapsed, and a little bit of air went rising up to the surface. Her little air bubble, and then all the pressure of the water came down, and you just see her crumble.
Mr. September wants to avenge his future wife.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, was future wife.
I'll just grab Mr. September's hand and I'll say, it's too late for her, and I'm gonna start dragging him back through the ink.
No. He'll reluctantly come with Aberrant, but he'll look back and reach back, and sadly, he'll bow his head. Was I too hard on her? Yeah, I know that I said some mean things, and I
Okay.
It was just shitty circumstance.
I don't know. I did tell her breath stinked, and then that was the only thing we got a chance to say before she died.
She saved my life once. I failed to save hers.
It seemed really keen on getting her. There was nothing you could have done about it.
He nods slowly.
It's like they were trying to prove something because they made her puke yesterday, and now send his goons to come get her almost specifically. It's kind of weird.
Astra turns his head. Who is sending goons after you? Are we in the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, but there's a monster down here terrorizing a civilization.
Oh,
Actually, I just
okay.
realized something. Weren't these coral people? Weren't they supposed to be eating us? They've just
Yeah.
been hiding in the wall this whole time.
They were like, "Ah, that's all on y'all.
I forgot
We see
about
this.
him.
We die first."
Well, I
Yeah,
suspect that they are just.
This is why they're
keeping-
scouts. They're not warriors. They knew what it was. They knew that they could blend in. They didn't. That their job is to escort you guys. It's not to, risk their lives to save you guys.
But they think they can take us? That's funny. That's
Hey.
not in character.
Hey, it's not their job to keep you guys alive. It's just to take you somewhere.
Wish we were riding on the backs of these guys. That'd be the only way this works. But whatever.
I mean, if all you guys die, that just means that our job's done faster, right? But
Whatever. Their whole civilization dies. They better not.
Yeah.
Astra then. He thinks for a moment. He ponders because he doesn't want to be inconsiderate, and I'm going to roll a charisma save if that's okay. To
Yeah.
determine how this is worded. Astra then looks up. Well, I guess something good did come out of it. That's one less person to share air with, I guess.
Mr. September just blinks, staring at Astra.
Sorry, I rolled a 7. I'm sorry.
It's alright, September.
Yes,
Instantaneous.
I think I'm without words. I'm seldom without words. Am I ever without words, Imran? I feel like there's just no words.
Sounds like you got a lot of words right now.
Well, I suppose I have a few words, but most of them are about how few words I have. And I'll just say words a few more times, because that's the only word I can really conjure to my lips. Words. Words. No words. No words.
Astra pushes up his glasses, realizing what he said could have been taken wrong.
But that's been taken wrong. I'm sorry, I might have been being a little callous.
Oh, I guess back to resting. He questions.
Immediately.
Well,
Okay.
because you guys were interrupted in a pretty substantial way, it has ruined the long rest.
All right.
So, Astra, why don't you lead the way?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not a frontline fighter, unfortunately. Unless
You don't have to be a frontline fighter, you just have to lead the way.
Now, for those who only need 4 hours of sleep, like dirty elves do, you guys get your long rest. But those who still need the 8 hours, you guys don't get your long rest because you guys didn't have enough time. So there is that. There's a silver lining to this. But if you guys had rested for 4 hours, you guys get your long rest.
We do
Ooh,
get a short
um,
rest though.
It would be considered a short rest if you wanted to use it.
That means
I don't get anything
that
for short rests. So Rangers go into sleep.
So who got their long rest?
that would be
There's
Would it
only
be-
two of us.
Would it be Astra got their long rest, right?
yes. I'm
Okay.
full astral.
And then Imrianda gets a long rest.
Hmm.
You get a long rest, and you get a long rest. Okay.
That means that our greatsword user has a +1 greatsword, and my who's our gunner again? I'm sorry.
I mean, there's 3 of us but me.
All right. Everybody
You.
else.
You get your repeating shot +1 revolver.
Whee!
Everybody else gets their short rest. There we go. Which means you guys can burn hit dice to like recover any hit points and whatever you need.
Nope. I'm probably if the quote unquote next long rest is complete right before it's finished, I'm probably gonna just touch myself with cure wounds and then get my spell slot back. If I can do that. Or am I not allowed to do that?
To get your hit point back? Oh, so the way that this
Yeah.
works, because I didn't tell you, we're using slow natural healing, which means you recover half your hit dice when you take a long rest, but you don't recover any of your hit points. So you have to burn your hit dice as if it were a long rest.
Okay.
So,
Um
if you want to recover your hit point, I would burn just your hit dice, just one die that'll do it. That way you don't have to worry about
Okay.
burning any spell slots.
Okay. I will burn a hit die. You know, a good old hit die.
So just drag it from your character, either die you want, and then just drop it into the chat. And it'll roll it and apply it, I think. Alright. Oh my god. Oh.
I'm adjusting my health, don't worry. I probably gotta drag it over to my name, don't I? That's probably what it was.
So the way you do it, you go over to your main tab in your character sheet. Up on the towards the bottom of your character sheet, you're gonna see your hit dice. You're gonna see your D8s and your D6s. I would grab your D6 where it says 3. Click and hold it and then drag it over. Yep. Boom. And then it should be able to take it off without a problem. And that's it.
Okay.
Easy peasy. Alright, so for those of you who have long rested and those of you who have not, what would you guys like to do?
Go back to sleep.
You guys wanna take another shot at taking a long rest?
I think it's time to move on, personally, but
Do they have to rest another 8 hours? Or do they just have to finish what they did?
Yeah, they have to rest another 8 hours because it was a big interruption. We'll do that.
Yeah, it's kind of been proven that this place isn't as safe as we once thought it was.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, it looks like the majority are like, hey, we need to leave this place. It's not a good place to be. And you guys start following the Keotland Wardens to the Brine Depths, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys start doing that. And I think here is a good place to take our 15-minute break. So,
Sounds good.
yep, go ahead and go to the restroom, go get something to eat, go get some snacks, and we will see whoever's watching in 15 minutes. Welcome back, guys. Alright, so you guys are taking off down these coral tunnels, and you guys are getting the feeling that the air is starting to grow thin, it is starting to grow foul. And it is currently foul air inside of this, like these air bubbles that you guys are sharing. Which means you guys have the poison condition.
Oh,
Yay.
no.
Yup.
Ew.
Yikes, this is getting bad.
So you know that air you said you created? Could you try doing that again, please?
It
That would
did
be-
work. What it did is it changed the dice from a d6 to a d8. So it was more likely that it would fall on any other number except 1, but I rolled 2 7s and a 1. So you guys are down to your last 2 dice, which is foul air. When you run out of dice, it is deadly air.
Oh.
Oh no.
Can I put in more air to stop that?
Just because of how foul the air is in here, because basically they took in like something the size of a ship, a little larger than a ship, like a Spelljammer ship, and captured as much air around that thing as they could. So little drops of air will extend the problem out, but eventually you will run out of air. Your magic isn't enough to actually stave it off. It just, or like permanently stave it off. It just prolongs the inevitable, which is what I rolled, which is why it was d8s instead of d6s.
Okay.
Now you guys do have those breathing bubbles, I think they were called. However many of those you guys had, 8. So if you guys want, you guys can put those on. Those only allow breathable air through, which is nice, but
Don't they only last for an hour?
1 hour.
they do only last for an hour. So
Yeah,
eventually
those are.
it'll go away. So it'll buy you
should
guys an
stay away
hour
till
of time.
combat.
Yeah, and
Well,
then take
we're
your action.
not where
Put on your
we're not
cap.
where we need to be.
Because it would take away the poison effect if we just put it on during combat.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Probably just suck them up during combat.
Yeah.
Alright, let me go ahead and put...
Alright,
If we're
boys.
if we're not actively taking damage, I can probably just spam saving throws, and then we can probably save one.
So can you explain the poison condition just for people who don't know?
Poison condition means that you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. So ability checks are things like your skills and like initiative.
Okay, movement is still same or no?
Movement's fine. Saving throws are fine. It's just your ability checks, which are like initiative, your skills, anything that I ask you guys to roll, which involves just straight modifier rolls, like just roll a strength check, stuff like that. And then attack rolls. Ranged, melee, doesn't matter. So I put that on you guys in case you guys need to roll skills or whatever. You guys don't have to click the disadvantage button. It'll just immediately roll disadvantage until you guys figure out a way to get rid of this poison condition.
Seeing as how I'm a warrior, is there a way that I can temperament myself to hold my breath for the hour like I normally do and then just breathe in very like subtly to try to keep the air from going as fast?
As a turtle, you can breathe in an hour, or you can breathe in and hold it for, I think it's an hour, right?
Right, yeah.
So, roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, there we go.
You know that you're, like, oh my gosh, what was it called? I just said it. Breathing bubble only allows breathable air through. So if you throw that on, breathe in whatever breathable air there is, and then take the bubble off, you should be able to stave off the effects of the poison as long as you hold your breath, which also means no talking. But you guys have the ability to telepathically communicate things to Vicidians. So, as long as you're not talking out loud, like, hey, you should be fine.
I also have psionic ability due to the ring. Okay, cool. So I will do that. I'll just pull out one of my one of the bubbles and then just take like a small breath of it, take it off, and then take away the poison condition that way. Yes.
Okay.
Then hold it for an hour.
All right. Let me double check. Just making sure that I am remembering this right. Hold breath, 1 hour. Yep. Okay. So while you're doing that, you are not poisoned.
Nice.
I cheated the system.
For now, for an hour. Everybody else, they're gonna have to like deal with this air that's stuffy, giving you a headache. It's not a pleasant experience.
Yeah, but it'll also get stuffier 1/11th slower because we have one less person breathing our air.
1/11 slower.
He's right. He's right. It's a good point.
Yeah. Technically 2 people.
Yeah, well, we'll see what the dice say about that.
Okay, well, we better get going.
Is it just me or does the air seem more rancid?
It's not just you. It is definitely, the air is definitely heavier. Maybe I should eat less.
It means we need to get a move on. He's gonna try to like push them to like make sure we try to keep movement, you know, because they're like conditioned and all that.
Did you guys tell Astra we could speak telepathically? I don't think y'all did yet.
Oh,
No.
probably not.
Yeah, you're just hearing
can
these
reach out
voices
to
in your
anyone.
head. You're just like,
Are,
What's
are
that?
you guys just
I mean, Ranger's
spamming?
been talking out loud this whole time, but
Are you guys using message? He like looks around at you guys. Well, the ones that are speaking telepathically.
Then you'll just see like Kree just spin a ring on his finger.
Mr. September will look over his shoulder and say, "Do you not know what psychic powers are? Our friend Vicidian is facilitating this, but I know how to do it myself. I suppose you don't have any psionic people on your planet, sort of like there was no magic on mine."
No, I've been in I've been in technology heavy places for a while. Let's just say that.
Okay. Well, technology, whatever that is.
Like the thing well, I don't know about that. You know, like airships?
Oh,
We came here on a spell gem.
yes, like
Ah.
spelljammers.
He knows, yes.
Yeah, I hang around with people who make those.
Huh.
hot damn.
Very cool. Very interesting.
And I suppose you should know that we're trying to fetch a helm.
Oh,
That's our way out.
okay. That's good to know. Uh, do we know anything about the helm? Like, is it just broken? Is it completely destroyed? Or is it attached to the ship? Or
I mean, we'll find out when we get there.
okay.
Attached to the half of another ship that fell into this deep ravine where there is some eldritch horror that will no doubt kill us all. But, stay positive.
I am. I'm trying. I think. Oh. I have a Oscar pulls out his bag of holding. If there's anything you don't want to hold, I do have my bag of holding here. Or my portable hole or whatever you guys call it in your planets.
Yeah, we've just been using mine, but it's good to have two.
Uh, please. Mr. September opens his, pulls out a 10-foot pole and puts it back.
Oh, Astra nods. Oh, DM, is my Steel Defender made yet? Or do I have to make it?
You have it made, but the pressures of the deep sea might crush it, which is the biggest scare right now.
Yeah. Astra reaches into his bag of holding and he pulls like what seems like a head and like a face out of his out of his bag of holding. And then he pulls out a bit more and it's like a very buff metal body, like upper body. Before shoving it back in. That's my combat assistant, but I don't think they'll be able to survive in these pressures.
Well, that's cool.
Well, anything to, murder, death, kill somebody or something.
It's more so in self-defense.
How much further is it? I wonder.
Yeah, I do as well.
Well,
Oh.
Does Kree say anything and waste his air?
No, I'm using telepathics the whole time.
Okay. Well, it is a question that hangs in the air.
Is it still taking us somewhere? Right?
Yep.
I'll use one of my dice to reach out to our coral friends and ask them how much further it is.
You would like to use his psionic dice of conference call?
Alright, that is what they say.
Well, if there is any way you can get us there sooner, that would be excellent because we're dying in here. Just
Quite
to
literally.
update you as to our general status. We're apparently quite some fields away.
Of course we are. Ugh.
We
Long's a
risk
field.
coming across brine dwellers if we go the riskier way. What do you think, my comrades? Risk
I don't-
it?
I don't know. We don't have much time. He
Yeah.
says in your head.
I don't think we have much time either. I don't think we have a choice.
I think it's a risk it for a biscuit situation. Yeah.
How about the rest of you? What do you say?
As much as I would prefer not to, but we're running too low on air. It's getting too rancid, and concentrating is becoming a chore.
It's not really like we have a choice.
Yeah, we don't, unfortunately.
Well, I'll look back to the coral people and I'll relay that message. We think that it's worth the risk. For your kind and for our lives. Understood. Everybody, as much as you can, just keep your eyes open and your ears open, and let's just be as wary as possible.
All right. So you
For
guys
now.
see that these coral men start going off into a different way than you guys were going. Right. It's just like this side tunnel as opposed to this large, almost highway-like coral tunnel. You guys veer off to the right, and you see that the corals are slowly starting to like dip into the ground. And the deep dark blue of the ocean above you becomes more and more open until there is no coral protecting you from above. It's just ocean above you for as far as your eyes can see. But they start taking you further and further as fast as they can. And roll me perception checks.
I am going to use one of my uses of what is that from my race? Kenku Recall to get advantage on it.
Okay, just hit the advantage button. All right. Well, Astra, you got like a devastating headache, and looking up kind of gives you a little bit like a feeling of thalassophobia, just seeing blue and black just as far as your eyes could take you. So you're just keeping your eyes down, looking at the ground, just step after step.
Yeah.
As for everybody else, you guys are keeping your eyes open, and you're not seeing anything. And then you guys enter back into a tunnel, which has more canopy above you, which makes you guys feel safer because you actually feel like you have a roof. But there's something weird about it. You guys go for like maybe 1,200 feet just through this open canopied area, and it's just nothing. Nothing came to attack you. Nothing. And then
Going.
It's usually this quiet.
I don't know. My head is killing me though.
I'll ask the warden.
I mean, how loud is it?
Is it
usually down
normally
here at the
this
bottom of
quiet?
the ocean?
In Aquin.
okay.
Something has changed. They usually enter through these tunnels that it is one of the easiest ways out of the brine depths to the coral forest. So no, it's not normally this quiet.
Well, there's probably two things. We either got lucky or it might be a trap.
They're saying something's different. They say it used to be quiet, but okay.
I'll just stick with we're being lucky for the time being and keep our eyes open in case it is a trap.
Could be both.
You guys enter back into the tunnels, and from here you see that the tunnels are like narrowing. So usually you had like 10, maybe 15 feet. They're narrowing to about 7 feet. So those who are tall amongst you, which would have been Ikna if she was still alive, and like maybe Kree, you guys are starting to feel a little cramped. But eventually you guys enter into this area that for most of you it just looks like sand. For Emrian, because of his eyesight, you see that maybe 200 feet away there's like a field of mussels that are extending further out beyond the sand, and it goes past your vision.
Do they look like the things that we fought, like the mollusks?
No, not the
Okay.
mollusks. They're just like regular mussels, about, I don't know, maybe 3-4 inches tall.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Hmm.
There we go. And one of the wardens says that in Aquan.
He says, continue moving forward. The brine depths are ahead at the edge where the mussels do not grow.
That
They're not.
sounds ominous.
Yeah, they're
It
not
looks
some
like
kind of mutated muscles, are they? They're not gonna grow like 2 times bigger and start snapping at us, right? He says
I don't
sarcastic.
think so. I think it's more of like once this shit ends is when we're at the point of craziness.
Okay, then I'm willing to take that gamble to get there as soon as possible.
Alright, let's go.
Well, it can only get worse from here.
Yeah, we'll keep going, Trev.
Yeah.
That is what they say.
We cannot continue from here. The brine will kill us if we continue forward.
Fare thee well.
We pray to Siebel that your protections protect yourselves.
And
Uh,
you see them starting to walk back into the coral forest.
Alright, boys, here we go. This is it.
all
This is
right.
this is our way home. He says on all your guys' heads.
Yeah, apparently, let's go.
All right, so you guys start moving forward, and Amrian starts to notice first that you guys are walking on a land bridge, right? Like this elevated piece of land that is just crowded with these mussels, and it hits a point where you guys actually have to step on them to continue moving forward, and they're slimy and slippery, not very easy to walk on, and the bridge doesn't lead you guys to any entrance. Towards the end of the land bridge, you just see this massive iceberg that blocks your path. But off to your left, you start to see that the mussels start to like slope downward.
Down we
Slope.
go, I suppose.
Uh,
Okay.
is it just like a slide down, or does it just lead to a cliff?
It feels like a slide down, but it's just steps. The slidey feeling is coming from just the muscles you're stepping on, right? But
Okay.
it's just a careful, like, slow walk down to avoid tripping on or sliding on any of these muscles. Eventually, you guys, I mean, of course, we'll see it first. It looks like mist. I actually got a picture. This is a picture from real life. Like, you cannot see into it. It looks like mist. And right where the, like, mist hits the muscles, they start to thin out. And Emrian, this land bridge where it drops off, looks off to your left. This mist continues past your vision. To your right, it looks like it continues to the iceberg on your right.
Oh,
But
looks
it
like
did
we're
say
here.
continue forward, so.
Ruptures like element mist that I can see. Nothing poking through.
Yep.
So this is the brine pool. This is where this is where things get deadly.
Oh, if it wasn't already deadly enough.
I'm gonna walk up to Astra, not say a word, and just wave my hand over your face, and your eyes will flash blue. And I will do the
Oh.
same thing to everyone else.
Astra,
and I
like,
will give you a
blinks.
dark. And now you can see 300 feet ahead.
Whoa. Astra has like a bewildered look on his face. Like, this is something new to him.
So you didn't know that a cleric of darkness could do something like this when you're all starry and then there's darkness and the two of you seem to belong together.
I
Definitely
That's pretty
best.
helpful.
I've only
see
been
why
with you
everyone
guys
enjoyed
for
it.
about 5 hours. Yeah, I've only been with you guys for like about 5 hours. I haven't had the chance to really process all your guys' abilities yet.
We're a strange lot.
I've noticed.
All right. Well, let's see. 2, 3. Okay.
I don't like phantom dice. Phantom dice make me scared.
Okay. One. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, coming out of the brine depths, you see these two-headed hagfish swim out and try to bite at you guys.
Oh,
Yep. So, that means Myron got bit. Iron Star got bit. Kree got bit. And all of you are... Well, let me just drop these guys in here. Alright, and we are going to roll for initiative.
Do you have a map for this trap? Oh, yes,
Yeah.
you do.
The map I... it's a poor looking map, but it's the map I have.
Are you dropping it on us? Or dropping our people in there?
Yeah, I gotta. Give me a second.
Chip. Okay.
let's slide this over.
Yeah, this thing is supposed to be much bigger, but for the sake of this, I just wanted to scale it down to size. Okay. This one gonna be right there.
Right. We do have disadvantage. Ugh.
They're so happy.
I'm gonna have you guys line yourselves up however you want.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Myron, Catalyst. Wherever you guys go, if I hit you, that's where these guys are going to be. Or a few of them are, anyway. Alright, so that's... And then Hal. And then Wooflu. Brefther. And Visidian. Feels right. Okay. So there was
Hey,
one...
DM, you forgot about me.
Who are you? I'm kidding.
I'm Astro. Well, Christ.
Alright, where's Michael? So this one would have been here. This one would have been here. These ones do that.
Actually, wouldn't intentionally be that far. Right.
Okay, everybody's got their initiatives in. Yep, everyone except Visidian here, so let me go ahead and roll a check for him. 11. 1. Okay. So, top of the round, numero 14 here. 14.
Wait, is Visidian also poisoned even though he does not breathe?
You're right, he is not poisoned. I just threw it on everybody, so. Alright.
I just noticed it rolled with disadvantage, so I assumed he was poisoned. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, the only thing it
doesn't
affects
breathe.
on him is initiative, right? Alright, so this guy... Let's see. So, this one has a hold of Kree. This one has a hold of Iron Star. And then Myron. This one would have had to have been here. So this one okay, so 14. Let me go ahead and just set targets so that way I don't get my wires crossed here. 2. There we go. Alright, 14 here. 14 is currently after Imrian, or not Imrian, Iron Star. He bit him, got him grappled, and he is going to try to take him into the depths.
Shit.
Okay. Kree!
Glug, glug.
Wow, that's great.
Kree, you are
So this
currently
guy?
grappled by the jaws of this hagfish, right? So one has the mouth that's grabbing you, right? The other one looks like it's going to try to take bites out of you.
Awesome. So, which one is this? Number 2?
Numero 2.
Alright, numero 2 needs to make a D. And
It
he did not
failed.
make it. So, I do believe he's done. Let me read this really quick. And he is stunned for 1 minute.
Okay.
And I will give him 4d8. For some reason my thing is only saying 3d8 of psionic, but it should be 4. So there's
What?
12. It says 48 on my ring, like the actual thing, but then the damage itself says 3. I don't know why.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll. It won't let me for some reason. I'm just gonna throw it. 5. Okay. Sorry, it wouldn't let me add it to the creature. I tried to roll it on it, but it wouldn't let me.
Boom. 10. Alright, and then another 5. Bam.
And he's stunned, so does he let me go that way? I'm not sure.
Let me
Right.
check. Stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly. Fails any dex and strength saving throws. So attack rolls against the creature have advantage. We check incapacitated. can't take actions or reactions. So right now you're currently inside of its jaws, and you can try to escape from its jaws as an action, right? But for now you are remained caught,
He just
Okay.
gave it lockjaw while he's stuck inside of it.
basically.
But he has no strength check, so I can just rip it open.
Well, you just have to pry his jaw open, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah.
But that costs an action.
Or cut it out, one or the other.
Or, just stab it. Just keep stabbing it. And eventually it'll, stop. Do any of your retainers do anything?
So sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and just have him shoot at number 16 actually. Ooh, max damage.
Nice. All right. So, Wookflute pulls out his pistol and shoots one of the hagfish, and it looks hurt for sure. You see a bunch of red blood spewing out of it, but it is still alive.
And then is Hal hurt right now? I can't.
Hal is not hurt.
Oh, okay. So I'll have Hal heal me because I am dying.
I'm
Damn.
not doing
All right.
great.
Okay. And then that will be the end.
All right, Mr. September, what would you like to do?
Mr. September is going to use his bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
Move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, go ahead and roll me
All
an
the way over
acrobatics.
here.
Slippery muscles.
Okay. Understood. I will go ahead and use one of my psychic dice to add another D8
Okay.
to that.
All right. So you do not slip on the slimy muscles beneath your feet, but you are currently like knee deep into the brine pool, like this massive brine pool, and you feel like squishiness, not sand, but something else beneath your feet, but you can't see it.
Okay. Mr. September shivers as if he is disgusted by something. And goes ahead and attacks the hagfish that is dragging his friend down into the depths.
All right. Right now you're kind of seeing the tail end of this thing. $17 will hit.
Why did I put that attack on myself?
Oh,
I didn't
whoops.
mean to put that attack on myself.
Oh, not a problem. 0, and then this one's 14. So, grab, drop. All good.
Also, sneak attack.
Yeah, no, because I would need somebody to be across from or be working with, and
Or somebody within
Iron
5 feet.
Star-
Oh, I was gonna say,
Right.
just an ally within 5 feet, ain't it?
Yeah.
Iron Star is currently grappled, so he doesn't count.
Yeah, he would.
He would?
Yeah. There's nothing about the restriction of the ally. It's just an ally within 5 feet that is conscious.
Not. They can't be unconscious. That's the only restriction.
I didn't realize that.
All right.
There.
So for an additional 12. All right, you cut into this thing and you see blood starting to bleed out of it. But it looks like it's going to try to disappear into the brine pools with Iron Star. Is there anything else you would like to do, or would you like your retainers to do anything?
I don't have a retainer.
Oh,
That's right.
oof.
Well,
Yeah,
Yikes,
what a shot, Travis.
yeah, remember Ikna? I don't.
Yeah, I remember it.
Oh, he's
All right.
faster than me. No.
This one is currently stunned and cannot do anything.
Yay.
Alright, that is worn off by now. Okay, so,
So fast.
Astra.
Ah.
Oh, wait, they
Uh.
can save. Give me a second. I doubt it, but... Yeah, no. Okay, anyway. Astra,
Fine. Um,
Oh, they have a -5.
they're animals, dude. They...
Astra's gonna pull out his rapier, and then his book is also gonna come out of his pack once again. But his the star crystal in his rapier is gonna start glowing, and I'm gonna activate Blade Song.
Okay. So, the way you activate that is you just hit the effect on yourself. So over in actions, you should see Blade Singing. Hit the little magnifying
Hit the
glass,
person?
and then hit the
Okay.
person with the effect, and it should apply everything to you. Boom.
Okay. And then Astra's gonna go. It's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, and then he's gonna swing because his new ally has just been grappled, and I'm going to be using my what's it called, booming blade. So I'll be attacking with my +1 rapier.
Okay. 26 will hit. Alright, so the way that you apply Booming Blade is you're going to be using your rapier alongside of it. So, same thing, hit the little magnifying glass, hit the person, and then go up to your rapier and roll damage. And it'll roll all of it.
Okay. Hit the person.
Perfect. And then just roll damage
then-
for the rapier. Or on the Hagfish, of course. Damn! Alright.
Okay.
So, Ironstar, you hear this loud kapow! And this thing, like, bites down harder, which is not pleasant. But then you feel its, like, mouth, like, lighten on the bite. Whatever just happened, it is significantly weaker. As for Astra, up here, you just blew off the back part of its tail.
Oh. Okay.
Is there anything else Astra would like to do?
No, that's my action and my bonus action. That'd be it for me. But Astra was stupid and just accidentally closed out his map because he had everything open.
Okay, here we go. Boom.
Alright, thank you.
No problem. Alright, so next one up is Ironstar. Ironstar, your vision is heavily obscure, but you got the blind sight, which helps. So you won't take any disadvantage on the attack just from being blind, but you still have the disadvantage because of poisoned air.
I'm still poisoned, and I'm still grappled, and I'm still all the other things. So I've got like disadvantage 7. So
Hey, you only need one advantage, right? Then it's just a normal roll.
Well, sadly, I don't have a way to get that, so I'm just gonna, while I'm still being held by it, put my pistol in its mouth and pull the trigger.
Alright, roll me an attack.
Target that boy. Now it's a fancy pistol with fancy bonuses.
Alright, that
Yeah,
is
it's
a
a
nice
magic
and
pistol,
solid
though.
hit.
Schwag.
Schwack.
So I
Alright.
blast its head off.
Yeah, you blow the head off this one side, and the other one just like loses all strength just due to blood loss. And it is dead.
Alright.
And you
Now,
are
is
free
this
from
like
prone and all
difficult
that.
terrain or anything down here? You said we're in the goo. Is this like difficult terrain? Double movement?
No, it is not difficult terrain, but it feels strange to walk on.
Well, he will attempt to walk his way back up. 15.
Alright.
And then, if no complications,
Yeah. Astra holds
Wanna-
out his hand to help you up.
he
Only
takes
move
it,
half.
pulls up, jumps beside Astral, and while still, holding on to him as he lands, he'll just come down with the gun above the stunned one's head as he's, falling back to the ground after being pulled up, and then I'm gonna blast it.
Okay. So, I think this is just a straight roll, because it does have the stun condition. Yep. No. So, it's that muscle, that first step. You're like, okay, this just feels weird to step on. But as soon as you step on the muscles, it's slip. Ooh. You fire off a shot, and it just goes into the iceberg.
This goes swing. Now I've created a new cataclysm for us as the iceberg cracks and starts to splinter and it keeps going, and then we're like, uh-oh.
All right. Would Redthir like to do anything? Because you did kill the other one, so he would just get auto damage to
Yes.
whatever he wants
He
to
will
attack.
auto damage that guy. Find the damage.
For 5 points. So not a crazy strike, but then again, 2 heads is quite a bit.
2 heads is better than 1. Then I end my turn.
All right, Basidian. This actually might be useful. Okay. It doesn't like the one creeping on him back here. And it has a hold of Myron right now. It failed. Alright, I don't think it's used this one on, like, that you guys have seen.
Oh my god.
For
That's a lot
23
of
points
dice.
of psychic damage. As a ray shoots out and racks the mind of one of them, but the other one looks to be holding on to the chomp. Alright, Imrian.
Alright. Imrian's a bit sick of things coming in and grabbing people and leaving all the time. Happening a lot, so same thing as before, my eyes will flare blue, and I'm gonna pull out my Spiritual Guardians.
Alright. So, go ahead and apply the effect to yourself.
On my character sheet for some reason, I don't know what's happening. And I don't have it open anywhere.
Okay, want me to just activate it on you?
Yeah, do that, please.
Alright, there we go.
I don't know why I'm doing it. Still not open for me.
Like your own character sheet?
I can't like double click on it to open it. I don't know why.
Weird. Oh, you're talking about your retainers, right?
No, like my character. I can't get Imrian's sheet off. Yeah.
Weird.
Well, either way, it's fine though. I have the all of my abilities hotbarred, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I got
But I'll
your
put Spiritual Guardian.
spiritual guardians on.
Myron's gonna shoot the one that's nearest me. So, +6 to hit, blunderbluff. What is that?
Nope.
A miss with a 12.
Makes sense because he's currently grappled. So he's just blasting and
Oh,
just...
he is?
Yeah, he's grappled by this one right here.
Who is next? Catalyst? We'll try the same thing. He's gonna try and stab the one.
That'll hit.
18 to hit? Yeah. And it will take 6
Alright.
piercing.
Yep. So,
the end of my
Catalyst reaches over and stabs into the hagfish next to you. Now it's time for them. Ooh. These things are animals. And so it wants the nearest one that he can get. 14, miss. Alright. And then, ooh, it gets 2 bite attacks. Missed that one.
Oh, no.
1 for each head. Nope, doesn't matter. Alright, 3 over here. 1 is gonna be on Imrian.
Wisdom save.
That's right. And it
It'll
failed.
take
14 points.
radiant.
Ouch. And
Oof.
unfortunately, the bite did hit you.
Ooh.
So that one hits you for 10 points. Ooh, good. Okay. And your concentration is more than enough. Then the other one is going to try to bite at Catalyst. Hit.
I'll get a save from it as well. Succeed, so it'll take.
It's not on 26. It's the same one.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, one on each head.
Take that back. 11.
Yep, I took care of it. All right, so both of them are grappled and restrained. And then what's the speed on these guys? It's not much. Okay, 5, 10, 15.
It's half speed as well.
I'm gonna reaction.
Oh, you're right. So, because of the spiritual guardians, it does that.
Yeah. I'm going to reaction. I'm gonna booming blade because I have Warcaster.
For what reason?
Was he not pulling?
It didn't
my
move far
ally?
enough. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
the spiritual weapons kept him from moving fast enough. Otherwise, you would absolutely, because he's still within your range.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sorry
otherwise you would be
for me.
100% right.
I forgot about them as well.
So, Imrian, go ahead and have this hagfish right below you.
It already succeeded, so just take the 11 damage if you want, because that was that second roll. Yeah, easier that way.
Yep, that's true. All right, the other one is going to bite into Myron. No, he's not. But same kind of deal. 5 feet. And then the other one is going to continue to like gnaw onto him. No, nothing. Okay. And then the rest of them are retainers. So, kick back over, retainer again. This one. All right. That'll hit. And then the other one. That'll miss. Okay, so it's just one that took a bite out of Revther for a pretty solid amount of damage. Ow. All right. Bite, and then 5, 10, 15. Right there. Okay, so that's it for that one. Mr. September, what would you like to do?
I would like to save them all. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could run up and fight him, or I could just step over and fight him. They're both moderate? Being wounded. Aberrant, you have this?
You see a thumbs up come out of the mouth.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got him. Can you save the other one that's getting dragged away?
I'll certainly try. He'll go ahead and use his.
Don't worry, the longer they bite him, the more they kill themselves because they continue to stay in his blender range.
He'll use his bonus action to disengage. He doesn't get attacks of opportunity by either of those.
Yep.
And then I take it because he's near another another
Co-worker.
player.
Yeah, you'll get the sneak attack damage
Another character.
if you hit.
Of course.
All right, 18. Nailed it. All right, cool. Go ahead and deal some delicious damage. Delicious indeed
That's
it is.
tasty.
All right. So you kind of run over and you just stick your side blade into it and then run it across the abdomen of this creature, and it starts bleeding out blood, and the mist starts to turn like a reddish color.
More goo for Mr. September to be.
Right. Is there anything else Mr. September would like to do?
That is the end of his turn. He only has his reaction left, which he will definitely use if this thing moves even an inch away from him. So,
All right, next one is Imrian. Imrian, you are currently grappled, restrained, and being slowly pulled into the brine depths.
So I'm within this thing's mouth.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab both of my hands, grab it on either side of the face, and I'm just gonna send my whispers into it. So it's gonna start vibrating. And I'll use Call of the Void on it.
It failed.
Oh, 2d12 necrotic. Only 5.
No.
It lives in the void, so it's called doesn't mean much.
True. That means Catalyst just gets to hit it.
That's true. That's true.
He's also grappled by it.
For another 7
we'll get it
points.
eventually. And then Myron also grappled, so that'll be good damage. There you are. Ooh. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter, does it? He's gonna look over at us and shoot the one that's got us. Because they already hit. Still alive, but 18.
Still alive. Not by much, though.
And that's the end of my... Oh, actually. I will starry step to there, and I'll be rude.
Okay. So let me go ahead and get rid of your effects here. Okay.
And boom.
Alright, Iron Star, what would you like to do?
Alright, since this boy is stunned, I'm just gonna walk straight under him and just go over to here and just push past its squiggly bits.
Okay.
Can't do anything. So,
No, we cannot.
And now, I am flank with the boy.
Oh yeah, Astra.
I'm gonna... I'm gonna put one shot into both heads.
Alright.
So, first head... Nope. There we go.
Alright, let me check something here on conditions. Nah, there's no auto critical for this. Okay. That's what I was checking
Oh
for.
wait, wasn't it like I hold shift when I do the attack and it auto crits?
Yeah, I was just checking, but there's no auto crit on something that's stunned.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was checking for.
It's paralyzed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For 10 points of damage.
10, and then the other head.
Nice
4,
shot.
7.
Alright, so you fire your pistol, and it blows off the jaw of one of them and breaks off the teeth and part of the tongue of the other one. It is not looking good.
And then the boy will damage his captor.
Alright, so Raptor just kind of pulls out his sword from the jaws of this thing and just starts stabbing into it. And this one's looking pretty rough too.
Yep. And then I end my turn.
Kree, what are you up to? You are currently still trapped in the jaws of this massive two-headed hagfish.
But you said I blasted its jaw off.
Part of
Can
one,
I
yeah.
get? Can I get the greatsword out to be able to cut its head off? Like
Yes.
the booming blade effect to knock it
You
off.
just like
Okay.
pull this blade out.
I mean, yep, you can if you hit.
Damn.
Alright. Boom. And then. Alright.
Did you try to do the booming blade?
Yeah, but I did not elect it.
Alright, so just take the damage from it and drop it on this guy.
It is right there. Okay.
Alright, so you kind of take your greatsword and using getting as good of an angle as you can, you stab into it, and you see that its head basically explodes from where it was biting you, and it just slowly starts falling to the seafloor, and it is dead.
Alright, so I'll kick it off of me, and then I'll 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. We'll stay here. And then,
Okay,
Whoop
how far did you go?
flew.
All right, I need you to roll me an acrobatics check because you move more than half your movement, and you walk through muscles. All it means is that there's a chance you can go prone.
Oh, well, that's real rough.
You're fine.
Ah,
You're fine.
thank God. Alright. So then I got there, and then I'm gonna have Wook Flu. Can Wook Flu take a shot at what number? 16?
Can Wu Flu take a shot at 16? Yes. He can just deal auto damage.
That is what he will do. He's taking a bullet. Bang. 7.
All right, just due to all the people in there, he kind of had to aim his shot towards like the tail end because there's 4 people in the way of his shot.
Right,
Otherwise,
makes sense.
A lot more damage.
And then Hal will give Astra D4 on their next roll
Okay.
Oh,
for attack or saving throw.
okay. That's kind of you.
Astra, speak of the devil. What would you like to do?
I was gonna throw out a saving throw. I can do that in a second. Because my fantasy grounds is currently having a stroke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that, man.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
More fantasy grounds. Yeah, I think my fantasy grounds is about to crash, unfortunately.
Damn. Well, what would you like to do? I'll try to resolve it.
Okay, can you move me 5 feet to the left and then cast my second level spell, Agonizer's Scorcher?
Yep.
That should hit
Oh, I see what you're
3
doing.
and 26. And then after you do that,
They both
if-
succeeded.
I think it's
19
half
and 20.
damage.
Okay. Yep.
And if they both survive, I would like to. Well, if number 3 survives, I would like to move back over to the right, back to the square I started at, and in my turn.
Okay, perfect. All taken care of.
Thank you.
Sorry about your fantasy grounds. It's
No,
sorry.
you're good. Oh,
All right, Obsidian. Ooh, what did you get? These things have a pretty good chance at dealing with this. Yeah. Okay. And then them. All right, Imrian, have it roll. Perfect. Thank you. All right. A bunch of stars just start flying through the hagfish and chopping it up into little itsy bitsy little pieces. So that hagfish is dead. But that also means that the retainer is free. So, okay, this one needs to make a save as well. Failed, so full damage on this one.
Coming in.
Dang, this guy. Okay.
Ooh, it lived.
Okay. It is going to... Let's see. Might mean its death, but it's going to try to do it anyway. It's going to take what bites it can and then flee. So, on Myron. Okay. Okay. And then he is going to let Myron go. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it just tries to swim away into the brine depths. But that means that Catalyst has an opportunity attack.
Oh, come on, Catalyst.
You got it, Catalyst.
Miss.
Oh.
No.
Alright,
He
so this
tried.
thing takes the last few chomps it can just to get what food it can get into its stomach, and then disappears into the brine depths.
Cry.
Alright, Astra, top of the round.
Oh. What is that? 26? I think that's 26.
16.
That's trying to run.
Oh,
16.
26 is trying to run. You can't see him right now because he's currently in the brine pool, which is just straight up mist.
Okay. Could you do me a favor and pull the map back up for me, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm gonna zoom in. And we should be able to kill this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20. Are you gonna need me to roll acrobatics?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Okay. I'm just gonna read Blade Song real quick.
Oh, so it already factors in that you have advantage on the skill acrobatics. That's what the effect is for. So you'll roll, since you have advantage from the Blade Song, but disadvantage from Poison, it'll just be a straight roll.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Alright, and then I'm gonna swing at it because we don't want these things coming back. Let me just... Where's my booming blade? There it is. I'm gonna try to hit it.
No. Alright,
No.
so you rolled a natural 1, but it means you get inspiration because of the way that we're doing natural 1s.
Okay. Unfortunate. I don't think I can do anything with my bonus action right now. So that's it for me.
Alright. This one. Okay. Okay. Wrong one to go after, but it's desperate. Yep. Alright, it tries to bite into Astra and misses. It continues to bite into Repther. That'll hit. For a pretty hefty amount of damage. And this is where it can bite the bullet. Because it's going to...
Oh yeah.
10, 15.
Opportunity attacks are fun.
Alright, so if you guys do not kill it, it disappears into the brine pool with Repther.
Oh, have fun, melee people.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay, and I'm going to be using Booming Blade because I am a Warcaster.
Okay,
So
it's
it's 17. Okay.
Alright, so you stick your rapier in it, and then you just use the booming blade to basically blow it up from the inside, and it swims, and then it just stops swimming. And it is dead.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Repthor is still caught on the mouth, so he's slowly sinking. But you guys can see like the strand of air reaching out toward him that, you know, he's still alive, he's still in the air bubble.
I'm gonna pull him out
Right.
and then
Yeah.
help him back.
Okay.
Astra's gonna look around at everyone. Is everyone alright?
I am
Right.
perfectly fine, says Basidian.
Okay.
I think our friend over there isn't our retainer.
Oh yeah, poor Myron's just like, could be better.
Okay.
Byron
I'm
looks
gonna do a
pretty
little thing
bad,
for
and
Myron.
so does our other friend.
Shadow's retainer.
Shadow's character, yeah.
I'm fine.
No, your retainer though.
The retainer.
Repthor. Repthor's not doing great either.
I'm gonna heal. Who's this? Myron that I'm next to?
Repthor.
Yeah, that's Repthor. Myron
Repthor,
is
okay.
down here.
Myron's the hippo.
I'm going to doop. I'm gonna cast it at second level because we're probably gonna need him. 13.
Alright. You see some of his bite wounds start to seal up and feel less annoying. For those of you who went into the brine pools, you guys, even through your air bubbles, you guys, like, taste salt.
Ah. The salt just makes the air more sour.
Like seasoning.
You know, I think after this, I'll abstain from having fish for a while. I've had enough of the ocean.
I completely understand that.
Alright.
Blade song is gonna drop.
Okay.
It's only a minute, and it's probably been a minute by now.
Yep, so. Ba-bam.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
I gotta fix my AC real quick.
You guys hear the sound. And it shakes the mist. And it seems to have come from there. Sounds a lot closer.
I don't know what that is, but I don't want to find out.
I'm afraid we are going to find out. That's
Sadly, looks like we're going to.
indeed.
Yep.
But I don't think this particular way down is the best. I suspect that it's a slippery slope into a nice long fall.
Probably.
I'm gonna cast something to you.
Okay, what are you going to cast?
Is it detect object, and is that object a ship?
I'm gonna go locate object, and I'm gonna specify spell jamming helms because I can choose object.
That is an object within 1,000 feet. You do not detect anything.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is there stuff like all in the way past here?
All in the way. Here, I dropped my map. I gotta bring it back up. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. All in the way where?
Like through this walkway? Like, is there just stuff in the way?
Like muscles? Yeah.
Okay.
Once you once you peer down here, you see that the muscles start to stop, and then there's no muscles beyond that point.
What direction is the noise coming from? Is it like over the iceberg wall?
Nope, it's coming from inside the brine pool.
So like where the arrow is.
Yeah. Like, not that distance exactly, but that direction.
Well, I guess we should walk along the edge of the brine pool until we find a safe way down.
Sounds like a plan.
It wouldn't take me that long. But I could possibly. Hold on. Let me check. Never mind. That's our place with actual nature instead of these water creatures.
Alright.
Wait, we're in water. Would we not float down?
Maybe. What do I have in my bag? Never mind, it's just gonna get crushed under the pressure.
Rick.
Well, we will end it here for the night.
Right, good.
Okay.
Sounds good. So, how was your first session, Astra?
It was fun.
Cool beans. Welcome to the
Yeah.
group.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for volunteering for
F.
a much harder campaign than most DMs put out. But
It's
I
not
hope
fun.
at least it's interesting. More than anything else.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. I'll be looking forward to this.
Alright.
Yep.
For anybody watching,
Alright.
thank you for staying
All
with
right,
us.
guys.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yep. And now it's my bedtime, so deuce.